Heyo.
Hello,
Test, test,
hello.
test.
Yeah, boy.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Shaking
Okay,
it out, you
now
scared-
mine's working. There's an update, I guess, to Stream OBS or Streamlabs OBS, and I have to actually update it. So, anyway, but everybody is live. So, welcome. It's Friday, the 12th of November. Whew, gosh, November, y'all. And we are here for possibly episode 28. I don't know.
28/32.
28/32. We're not entirely sure. But it is what it is. There has been 4 lost episodes. Correct me if I'm wrong.
4.
There's been 4 lost episodes. A lot has happened. But I will let the actual DM give a brief explanation, because if it was left up to me.
Kind of want to make you now. Otherwise, Alua's brother doesn't get fixed ever.
Oi, hey now.
So, welcome back to Waterdeep, where the Dragon Heist has fully ended. The heroes of the Argent Oak have descended into Skullport to, in one way or another, put an end to the machinations of the Xanathar crime gang and its insane beholder leader. 4 sessions have passed in darkness. In those sessions, several key advancements were made. Firstly, the heroes confronted a corrupt magistrate who had been holding Davil Starsong, the leader of the Waterdevians in Tarum, against the wishes of the Open Lady. The magistrate escaped. The Doom Raiders are now reunited and seeking to reestablish their reputation and influence throughout the City of Splendors. The party affirmed their allegiance to Vajra Safar, the Blackstaff, choosing not to go over her head to report directly to the Open Lady, and engaged in the enjoyable downtime of spending their monetary reward. Pretty much everybody in the party has new tools and toys to play with, especially because they also hit level 6. They were then tasked by the leadership of Waterdeep to descend to Skullport and disrupt the activities of the Beholder, who've been so intent upon seizing the Vault of Dragons. A short but bumpy ship ride later, they were in the lawless subterranean port and met with their contact inside a pet shop. About an hour later, they had diverted their steps to a giant spider-like stone building in the upper reaches of the Skullport Cavern, where they cleared the old Drow refuge from its guardians in order to secure a safe place to fall back to should the need arise. During a fight against the guardians of the Drow Vault, R.N. Silvertree was petrified by the ruby-like spray of a treacherous ooze, where he still sits gleaming and motionless. In the aftermath of that fight, the group was approached by a Drow fighter who calls herself Penny, who offered an alliance of sorts against their common enemy, the Xanathar. Now, after infiltrating the Xanathar lair and creeping aggressively, very aggressive creeping, through a few of the lair's defenses, the party is face to face with a strange deep gnome dressed as a jester, who's kind of bouncing from foot to foot as he considers the party at the curve of a long hallway lined with a few doors and quite a few more petrified humanoids. And so, heroes of the Argent Oak, what would you guys like to do as you face this clown?
Is it currently dark on my screen? Is anyone else like that?
It's
No,
not
I can see.
ideal. Let's double check that you have a light on.
I remember I could see last game. Oh, okay. All right.
Actually, you should be able to see in general, because there's lights all up in the place. Can you,
Wait, hold on. I think this
is it fixed?
camera.
The lair is, by and large, lit by a bunch of continual flame spells, which for you more, this is a hefty monetary investment to light up this place. You certainly know that. We're good, Ellie.
Yes,
Wonderful.
we're good.
Yeah. So this deep gnome, who I'm just not really feeling up to playing the maddened personality of entirely through roleplay, kind of just bouncing on his feet, kind of staring at the group warily. You see he has one hand kind of close to his waist, where there's a bag of sand or something like that sort of filling to it, like that sort of shape. Close at fingertip, but otherwise he's unarmed. Just kind of his bells slightly jingle. He looks the group up and down as he asks what you guys are about.
Oh, what's your name? Alua asks the creepy thing.
And it gives just a too broad grin on this. The deep gnomes have kind of somewhat largish mouths for their face, and very goblinoid pointed ears, a lot of hair, that might be fur on them. He gives a big grin, calls out, "You're addressing the Zipswiggle. Zipswiggle, Zipswiggle, Flufferfoot the Zipswiggle."
What do you do?
Kind of goes and does a handspring on one hand, kind of holds it for a moment, cackles and tumbles down, falls, can't hold it. It's not graceful at all. He bounces right back up to his feet. Doesn't say anything.
Alua attempts to do exactly what he did.
Yeah, make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Oh, that looks like fun. And
Think about that. 13. DC.
fail. Yes.
Yeah. You kind of turn, dip and try and twist your wrist. Take 1 point of damage. Just badly twist your wrist and crumple. Clattering down.
I would like to think that she did what you would do when you were in gymnastics as a 4-year-old, where they get you down and then they tuck you and then you just kind of roll very badly.
Sure. Because obviously the deep gnome's much shorter than you, so you kind of tried to squat down to his size, and just kind of roll and bump into the wall.
And then she splays her legs out like that, because when you roll,
she meant to do it.
kind of, even though that's not. And then she'll go ta-da!
You hear a bit of a snicker from behind you as you hear Penny kind of in a quieter, hushed tone say, "We should kill the creature and be about our business."
Chimista whispers, "Alua, invite it closer." And Chimista's gonna sidle up behind the statue to hide.
I can hear you. I can see you. I can guide you. They can hear you too. And kind of.
Yeah. I think unless can we declare as of now, perhaps, that unless we explicitly say something out loud, given the abilities of our members, we can do through mental communication?
Well, Penny doesn't have that.
Yeah, it's just Tamisa.
So him saying, sure, saying we should kill him, and he's still not approaching further than about 10, 15 feet. He kind of reiterates, "I can see you, I can hear you, I can guide you. They can see you too. There, and there." Kind of starts pointing around haphazardly. You don't see anything where he's pointing, but.
This is not the hallway with the creepy eyes? Okay, yeah, it's not. Okay.
No, that was this hallway is lined with petrified statues, people, humanoids of all various sorts.
So we don't see anything when he points, but getting possibly a read on this thing, is it just manic, or is there a truth?
Make an insight check.
He's saying?
While you're doing that, all Mora's gonna say is, "Can't fucking trust a deep gnome any more than you can trust a Duragar."
22.
You get the sense that there is like a somewhat manic madness to this creature. But at the same time, there's something kind of behind that facade that's sharply intelligent. The way he's kind of eyeing the group continuously, like you're not going to easily be able to do any subterfuge or anything like that. You recall to his comments of they can see you, they can hear you. The eye stalk that Mora dispelled in the previous room that she identified as a sensor device of some sort. Deep gnomes as well, like you would know, tend to not be evil, despite what Moore is grumbling about. Maybe they might be a bit unsavory, but they don't tend toward, like, they're not like kobolds or goblins, where like they have like a much more somewhat arguably innate drive to be wicked. This one, if he really is a jester, probably has done some weird things to survive in this very dangerous environment.
His name was Ziggle Wiggle.
Zips Wiggle. Flufferfoot, Zips Wiggle.
Zips is a wiggle. Okay. Wiggle Zips. Zips Wiggle. Okay. Well, Zips Wiggle. She can't do the accent right. And she'll look over and like, we could use a guide, y'all. Everybody, don't you think? Especially if
We've
the
got our
eyes-
guide behind us, eh?
One more time.
We've got our guide behind us, eh? Looking at Penny.
Zipswiggle, what would you like in return for guidance?
We must play a little game. A little game of riddles. A single riddle. That's all I want. So tell me this. I come with a smile, in slaughter I rest. I can be contagious, but my medicine is best.
Can you type that in?
Sure. I'll just re-say it a bit slower, too, because I have to. It's a bit long. I come with a smile, in slaughter I rest. I can be contagious, but my medicine is best. Whatever.
Laughter.
Good, very good, very good. And kind of starts clapping, bouncing on his feet. Where are you going, oh intruder's mine?
Can I do an insight check? Does he seem like, now that we've done the riddle, he's like 100% like, all right, I'm good.
I'm sure you can make one as well.
I'm gonna see if he's actually genuine in his. That
you're
hovered
not.
on a fucking 20. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Hard to read.
He's a weird ass clown. Who knows?
All right.
That's great. We'll let the weird people talk, I guess. It's Mista.
What? You're calling me weird?
Yeah.
Don't you still have a mark across your armor where your own tentacle attacked you?
I was about to say, yeah, Chimista doesn't summon hentai, though, so...
Oh, come on! Okay.
Misa doesn't
It is a
also,
hentai.
like, fucking Elton John her way into the Underdark, so.
What do you guys
That's my
tell this deep gnome, though? He's kind of leaned in and asked you what you want.
We're looking for the living quarters, right? That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, you guys were tasked to get a hold of Thorfinn Twinbeard.
We want to make an awful lot of rights, so if you could excuse us, and Mora's going to continue on.
But wait, what if it's trapped and Zipswiggle knows where to go?
I know these halls like the
Not
back of my hand. He says that he's kind of staring at the front of his hand intently, like he's trying to like see the back of his hand, but he can't because it's always in front of him.
Always understand. I know exactly what you're saying. How long have you been down here?
Yes, I have been down here.
Oh, do you like it?
Make an insight check real quick for me.
Another
Where it's,
one.
yeah, make another one. He just kind of gives like that big, weird, creepy clown grin and like tumbles to the left and back to the right. Kind of comes back up with like a flourish, gives a bow. Bells on his hat jingling a bit.
Deflecting. We will save you. Zip. Wiggle? Zips wiggle. Yes.
Penny kind of grumbles again. We're wasting our time. Kill the creature and let's be about it.
But still, there's a game pause. Because she would have been here talking. Well, I guess we answered your riddle, and we need to get to the living quarters. Was that what it was?
Who are you looking for? After all, living quarters. Here. And he kind of starts pointing to all of the doorways along the game left, character right of the hallway. Kind of points all the way down into double doors that are at the very, very far end.
Should look over at Mora. What was that guy's name again?
We're trusting someone who works for the enemy to give them the information of what we're looking for. Are you out of your mind?
Is he working for the enemy?
He's here, isn't he?
Are you working for the evil, creepy guy with all the eyes that sees things?
Shh, they might see you. They might hear you.
But
Backs
what
up
if
a
they
few
hear
steps.
you? What if they see you?
Oh, they see what they want to see. And I tell them what I want to tell.
I see. So, what would you tell them about us? Or would you tell them at all?
You've earned the passage, haven't you?
Oh, fantastic! I think we can get there faster if we perhaps have a little better guidance. Unless she'll look up Penny. Penny, do you know where to go? Sorry.
In here, muted.
Might be eating.
Stupid surface dweller. You don't trust the enemy.
Are you trying to like speak to where he couldn't hear you?
Kinda, yeah.
Go ahead and make a I'll just roll a perception check for him. He's trying to listen in. It'd be hard, like a 15. Yeah, he doesn't seem to hear you this time, this point. But he is keeping himself a few feet back, so he seems to sense the party's borderline hostility to him.
I wouldn't say Mora's feeling hostile. There's no need to kill him yet. There's
Uncertainty.
Yeah, Penny's the only way in saying kill him, and she's staying way in the back and just saying kill him, kill him, kill him.
Sure.
Well, I mean, Penny's a drow. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we got it. So is that a yes? Because I'm fine if.
What was the question? Kind of does a little like backwards tumble.
Well, I think you're quite adorable, in a good way. But my friends here don't trust you, and this new person back here, Big P, she doesn't trust you either.
Is she here for her friends? Kind of peek. The demon kind of peeks around to get like an angle on the drow. Here for her friends, is she?
Oh? What type of friends? What friends? You have other friends down here?
No, Penny
Yeah.
just kind of like humps.
To your motives.
They took the strong one to the arena, and the weak one to the tentacles.
Oh.
Terrible, terrible tentacles. Touching, slurping, squeezing, making.
Yes, I know. And she'll point to down her side. I created some myself, and I thought maybe it didn't work out as well as I thought it was, but it did do the job of doing what it was supposed to do. See? Well, I guess maybe she's supposed to be looking for her friends. If you can point us, I suppose, in that direction, so we have an idea.
Turn about, march away, maybe turn a few times away, or I could show you if you keep your weapons away.
But what if one of those eye thingies come up and we need our weapons?
Oh, they just see and they just hear. Don't
Aye,
think.
and we do not want to be seen nor heard.
Well, then you should probably walk quieter.
Right, and
To his
we'll
lips
take
and kind
us.
of gestures over, like bobs his head back to the entryway behind him and to the right.
Okay. So that's where her people might be.
Oh, no, that's where the eyes are. That's where the ears are.
Great, and that's where we're headed.
Well, let's go.
Go ahead.
Wait, so are we turning around now? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, Mora's not. Mora's slowly taking steps forward, which is probably making the gnome take steps back.
Now I stand about 10 feet away.
Yeah, so
Dramatically
step back.
tumbling.
She's waiting till she can go rat.
Well, if you're going to stomp about, perhaps it's time that I zips wiggle out.
Oh man. Oh, all right, Zipswiggle.
Hand
Sorry
quickly
we couldn't help
dips
each other.
into the pouch at his side and just kind of throws up this sand up over himself. As the sand particles begin to fall, the deep gnome has just vanished entirely.
Well, there goes a guide.
I'm glad he's gone, but I don't know. I don't like him being loose. We should probably be quick.
Aye, double time.
A few of you guys with high passive perception can hear the little pitter patter of feet down the
The
large
jingling
hallway.
of bells as he can't be that far.
Actually, you don't hear any bells. You just hear the patter of feet.
Huh.
Like this way? Going this way?
Like away, like down the hallway. Somewhere.
Just somewhere.
Can I listen at this door?
Sure. Always can. Make a perception check. Closed, fairly sturdy door.
Oh.
You
There
listen
are
for,
higher numbers, Jimmy.
for a few long moments and don't hear anything behind it.
All right, Penny, you said always stick to the right, correct?
That is what I was told, yes.
All right, well.
This right? Or screen right?
Well,
You're
that
also
would-
right as you guys are
That,
cutting.
that would be our character's right.
Character right now. Was what you were told. To get to the living chambers.
Is it so? This is a door.
Yeah,
It's just
just
like a wooden door.
yeah, just a plain wooden
Does it have a
door.
lock on it?
No.
Okay. I will quietly push it open. Trying to be
Make a-
stealthy.
Make a stealth check. So are the people coming behind being quiet?
What the fuck?
Sort of.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
open the door with a little creak, and you opening the door. You there's a well lit chamber beyond, filled with beds and sleeping people.
Two
figures. Two figures.
Close it, close it.
Two figures are slumped over the nearest table, just kind of snoring, like it's kind of loud now that you open the door.
I'm going to shut the door gently.
There doesn't seem to be any response from the people. And one of them kind of does give a and they're sleeping.
Ugh.
That was so many people.
I think
The next
Zipswiggle-
one.
The next
We
one.
skip
Alright.
this one. Try the next one.
Guys,
All
I
right.
think Zipswiggle may have had a little bit more. Okay.
As you kind of stand there with your very high passive perception, you kind of faintly hear whispers of, "They're in. The intruders are in the living hallway now. Somebody should alert Amerigo. It's coming from down this hallway. Chamista, you kind of step past, down, looking down the side. You see a collection of what look to be like dwarves of some sort. They have shaved heads, these long purple cloaks. They're seated around a table with a strange cone set into it. There's this purple energy coming off the table and these constant little pulsing waves. They're speaking just this quiet voice, unalarmed. None of them look up to you initially. You can kind of hear them too. She stepped forward.
Sorry, so the dwarves are saying that?
You heard that muttered from down that hallway, yes, from down there.
Here. Okay, so I heard it and he heard it. Alua
Yeah.
will turn back and be like, we've been made, y'all, everybody. Still think we should have trusted that dark gnome. Oh well, because I'm gonna fight something. Magical.
All right, what are we doing, team? Are we rushing down, or are we killing these or interrupting these dwarves?
Can I get to the edge and get a peek and potentially see what the hell it is they're doing?
Potentially.
Yeah.
You'd probably hear a whisper, Alua going, "Move over."
As the group kind of gets closer, you guys continue to hear this somewhat they're not trying to really be quiet. They're just speaking this conversational tone. At least 4, maybe more of them, heavily armored, not attempting a stealthy approach. They seem to be aggressively intent upon something. One of the other chimes in. 5, yes, 5 of them. I can hear. They're just kind of they're holding hands. These dwarves are just kind of speaking into this table. This magic kind of emanating off of them.
So they have not been alerted to our presence yet.
They seem to be talking about you guys. They said, in the living room hallway. They seem to be responding to your all's words and actions.
They don't seem to be associating how close we are to them.
They're not speaking to it anyway. Can Mora, again, see the magic?
Yeah, I'm going to say you can make an Arcana check at disadvantage, though, with the distance. You're...
You got it.
So when you say living hallway, do you mean the one with the eyes?
You guys... The living chamber, potentially.
Where we are right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Deep Gnome did point to several of the doors as being living chambers. You opened the first one he pointed at, and there were people living in there. A collection of people sleeping. You gather they might be the ones at the end of the scrying orb that you dispelled. Other than that, you're not entirely sure. It looks like some fairly complex magic. Each of these dwarves has these kind of minimalistic runes across their face, at least the ones you can see peeking around the corner. 2 of them have their back turned to you. They don't necessarily seem alarmed or anything. It's kind of creepy, certainly.
Alua will cast Dragon Breath on herself.
All right. I assume that means we're going in there, aye?
It kind of reaffirms. Reinforcements would be appreciated. Has Amerigo been informed yet?
I feel like we need
advised.
to go.
Sorry, what did you say, Glass?
I said I feel like we need to go take them out.
Yeah.
Yep, Mora never goes first.
Yeah, we've got a fighter who's not rushing in, so Chimisa's going in.
The initiative that you have, you always go first. What are you talking about?
As you guys get about halfway down the hallway, one of the dwarves finally looks up. Still holding hands with the others, still seated. They look up and say, "We really must ask you to step back. We've business and our duties to perform, and interrupting that might bring you harm." As they kind of focus on you, those of you in the front, you can see that these dwarves, they have a purple eye tattooed across on their forehead, and one of their eyes, each of these dwarves, is milky, The other one is like normal. Like they're blind in one eye potentially.
Okay, initiative.
Eating their warning at all?
More
How
just
many
gonna-
minutes now? This entire fortress is going to come down on top of us, so we should do what we're going to do as fast as possible.
They still don't necessarily seem actively hostile, but you gather like with this warning, any further motions, and they might be.
If we're going to do what we're here to do, we leave them the hell alone. If they've already alerted the people, that's no worse than the deep gnome that just fucked off.
Then let's find your dwarf friend and take out Xanathar so that these forces may stand down.
One of the dwarves, kind of close by, leans in. They seem intent upon putting an end to the master's work. Please advise.
Would you shut up down there? Come, hurry, let's be away from here.
They've a drow woman with them, potentially an ally to the ones recently captured.
She
Unclear.
walks away to the finger.
And the other one kind of looks back down. Again, it kind of gives like a little like thankful dip of his head, like a servant to, a master.
Can I keep this room?
Sure. Make a perception check once again.
As Mora walks
If you're trying
away,
to
she's
listen.
just going to, in Dwarven, say, "Can't believe you give yourself to something as fucked as the Xanathar," and walks
They
off.
seem to be attempting aggressive negotiations of some sort. Strange.
Nice.
And Mora will come listen at this door.
Sure. Let me just double check if any of these doors, these doors are marked. Here it is. Nope. Yeah, you don't. You do. You got a 19. Very good. You hear a faint, like growling sound, like this kind of rustic, very faint.
You having
Murmur.
fun, Ellie?
Like not human, like some sort of like animalistic growl on the other side.
This one sounds like animals.
And
And
Mora's
we'll
dwarves
go-
sound like
trying to
animals,
listen
right?
at that.
Very, very faint. This door, yeah, go ahead and make a perception check again. Say.
Well, I was trying to listen at this door while Chimmy was at the other one, so that we could keep
for
moving
sure.
faster.
Yeah, a lot more make that one. You can faintly hear, as if you got a natural 20 on that, so I'll say about like maybe 50-ish feet away, but echoing up towards you, the sound of like some sort of like drinking or merrymaking, kind of make out, and this one's around for capturing the captain.
Sounds like a dwarf.
No, just like a human voice.
This one's around to capture to what the captain?
This is around for capturing the captain. And you hear like, here! Gold in our pockets, ale in our stomachs. Dance!
Chimius is gonna keep moving then.
Alua still has chipmunk cheeks. She'll write captain? ?
Can I check this door?
Of course. Don't really hear anything
Oh shit!
on the other side.
I don't hear anything. Okay, I'm
Keep it.
gonna open it.
Okay. Is the group kind of keeping up with Jamista a bit?
Yeah, Mora's just clocking that particular door.
Alua's
Bring
gonna
up this
continue
door.
listening to this door because someone said captain.
Sure. Make another perception check, just for fun. As the rest of the group begins to kind of walk away, you do catch a comment of like, "Yeah, now the Dark Wards will really be ours now that bastard's out of the way." In this door,
Yeah.
you, it's lit like all the rooms you've encountered so far have been, but this room is very clearly something different. Some sort of like special chamber. You see a door on the southern end of the chamber, closed up. The northern end of this room is dominated by this massive stuffed minotaur. Next to it, kind of bolted into the wall, is this giant great axe. It seems like the sort of thing a minotaur would wield. And occupying the center of the room is this large table with a construction of a very intricate maze on it.
Alua is gonna run quickly over to
Excuse me. Yeah.
Mora and write down Captain Staggett is captured and point to the room and be like,
Mora's gonna
Follow
stop then and be
timing.
like, guys, it seems they've captured Captain Staggett. If we want information in, we've got to turn around.
Well,
That would be useful ally,
One-
but
I think
Go
we
ahead.
focus on one thing at a time.
plus, it sounded like that was more of a drinking area. We don't know how many people might be in there.
yeah, that was my other question.
With a natural 20, by the way, just to add to that, you did roll that 20. You heard quite a few. Like, it sounded like a fairly large collection of people. Hard to make out individual, but it wasn't just like 2 people drinking. It was quite
what is
rough.
fairly large? Can you give us a number range?
No, because it was kind of distant. Like, it's, you can't make out.
Like, so it's fairly
voices.
large, like 50 people? Is it 20 people? Is it 7 people?
Hard to tell. Again, more than a few. Like, quite a few people. That's what I'll say.
Mora's gonna nod her
bouncing
head.
up
More,
from
more than... How many is a few to you?
You could go back and look. A few is 3.
Yeah, I was
A few? Okay, so...
Yeah.
so... Right, so, yeah, well, yeah, it's not giving any kind of sense of number. Few can be anything. Okay, so it is, yeah, 5 plus maybe. Could be
probably.
anywhere up to 50.
Yeah,
100.
you heard several voices bouncing back again. It was
Okay.
a raucous little celebration.
Okay, so are we going back or are we moving on?
Alua's
Yeah,
gonna just
too
write
many
down on a
people to
piece of. Yeah, she'll be like, fine, but we should block the door. And she'll point to, like the statues, so that they can't come through.
How big are these statues?
Yeah.
Human size. They're petrified people.
Right.
Okay,
What
so they're-
does the door look like? Does it look like we'd have to jam something under it? You get my drift? Like, if we were trying to lock
From
it up with
here,
like,
it would
springs and
actually open in like away from you guys, so it would be fairly hard to jam it shut.
Got
Right.
it.
Oh, it opens inward, not outward.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
all of these doors, in fact, open like
Yeah.
away from the hallway.
Strike through it aggressively and continue just following the party. Just like regretfully looking behind, like with like intense, like, oh god.
You're just faced with this strange room. No bed in here or anything like that. Just this large reconstruction of a maze. For this maze, to provide a little bit more detail, I just had it here.
So we know that Xanathar is through the doors at the end.
Mora
Really?
still wants
Well,
to give a
that's what-
listen.
The guy mentioned there's the one door here left too.
There's something over there, and there's doors down there. He said these ones, or the gnome said these ones are where the eyes
Said
are.
No. The eyes seem to be where you guys saw those dwarves. Sorry,
Oh, up in this room.
up in the room further up.
The one-
And was I mishearing something, or did you say there was a door
Oh,
in
this
this
one I
room
see.
with the Minotaur?
There it is. Yes, that's at the southern end. You guys can step in to see it.
Gotcha.
But otherwise, it's empty. Stuffed minotaur, maze, door to the south.
Other than this maze, does it is there anything noteworthy of it?
Not at a quick glance, no.
Is there
That
a
has magic axe?
is there a person inside the maze? Like, is there a
You
Was
just
it
gonna
just-
look at it?
yes?
Don't see anything special about it.
But like, there's no, because on the I see there's a arrow to like at the start, and then an
No,
X at the end.
that's just kind of
That's just
decoration
art.
the person made. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, like you can look down at the maze from above and see the whole thing.
Right, and it is, as far as we're aware, an empty maze, and it doesn't appear to be the layout of the hideout as far as we can.
It definitely is not the layout of
Okay.
the like it is just a maze.
Okay, Mora and Alua, are you guys opening those doors? You guys look like you're.
No,
closing
no.
them.
Mora's trying to
Just
listen.
listening. Yeah, we're trying to
Okay.
listen.
Okay, before you guys do that, Tremuse, anything else in this room you want to deal with?
Not for the time being. I feel like my snooping around would overlap with what them listening, so I'll
Okay.
defer. I'll defer to their listening for now.
Two of you, perception checks.
She's too distracted about Captain Stack in the other room.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. You do notice that there is a lock on these doors, like some sort of bar on the inside with like a lock that can be picked on this side if you guys so desired. Otherwise, you hear kind of like just gentle sounds from in there, like a boot scuffing across the floor or something like that. You gather that there's probably the room might be occupied, but doesn't seem like it's active. Whoever's in there, whatever's in there.
Yep, Mora's just gonna shake her head a bit. Anything good in there?
Potentially a magic axe.
There's another door down here. This Minotaur statue makes me a little nervous, and that magic axe is a little questionable, but
To be clear, nothing visually indicates that it's magic. It's just
How the hell did I
set
get all
in
the way the hell back up there?
Did
I
a
was wondering
key
where you
get
were
stuck,
going.
maybe?
Yeah,
you
must
get like
have.
W or something. A bunch.
No, because I didn't do
You
that,
used
but
the dash
okay.
action.
More than the dash action with that, my dwarven ass.
so sorry. It's not a magical axe.
Like nothing visually indicates that it would be. It's just like Penny's just been saying a potentially magical.
Oh, that's okay.
Maybe there's no like insignias or arcane writing on the axe or any like embellishment. It's just like a plain axe.
Can I peek
visual.
this door?
Sure. I'm just gonna listen to it, look underneath it. That's
listen
what
at it, see if there's anything. Hwaha!
You notice that the chamber beyond is dark.
It's dark, and I don't hear
Yeah.
anything.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna. Is it locked?
No, but let me double check really fast. This room is not. Yeah, it's not locked.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door crack
You
quietly.
open the door, and you open the door quietly, but the sound of sudden ripping behind you is very loud, as is the roar as something bursts out of the Minotaur, the stuffed Minotaur. Kind of see like these bony hands pushing out roughly. You kind of instinctively, as your scimitar begins to just buzz, practically like, oh fuck. Chamisto, you're able to spin around quicker than the rest of the group as this Minotaur skeleton grabs at the axe and just wrenches it free from the wall in just one motion as it jumps forward.
Great.
You want to roll initiative.
Nah, butts.
Dang, it's probably been
Oh,
over a
this
minute.
is better this way.
I finally rolled a high initiative! Fuck yeah!
I'm assuming it's been over a minute
For
because I
What
did
reason?
Dragon's Breath, so I was just pantomiming for about.
it'll be close. You know what? Roll a d20 on a 15 or higher. You still have it for a couple of rounds.
That's
No,
another
that's
one out
my
of the way.
initiative.
I know
That's
it's
your
your
initiative.
initiative roll. I'm
Oh.
just laughing at it.
Shit, I was
Yeah.
hoping that was your 20 for him.
Yeah, right. Me roll a 20. That's
Whoa, what's up with that music?
I know, right? One.
You know,
D-
round start.
Would you say
It's
Sorry.
going
20?
all
Yeah,
on
roll
Tuesday.
a 1d20, and on a 15 or higher, you have it for a couple of rounds. Otherwise, it has expired.
Oh, well,
Aw.
Just missed it.
swallow it and go.
This is a surprise round. So unfortunately, Mora, you don't get it. You can like say something, but no action, no movement, no reactions.
That's fine. Mora will just be like, in here it's big.
This big ass fucking skeleton just kind of burst forward, just kind of eyeing the group with like these like dark, unholy eyes, just going to and just clatter forward and lunge for the closest person, which is Katep. As it charges across, it's kind of avoiding the table, the stone table with the maze on. Just kind of rushes around it and is going to charge at Katep. This is a greater Minotaur skeleton than that. Enhanced. It does not get advantage on the attack or anything like that. It's just gets its turn first.
All right.
But I change the sheet real fast to what I like. All right, so it's going to try to gore you to start with. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so you're going to take... Wow, just 12 piercing damage from the initial hit, plus an additional 2d8 damage because of the charge, which is plus 5. And I need you to make a strength saving throw as it just tries to just bash you forwards. DC 17 strength save.
20.
Yeah, that'll do it. So you're not knocked backwards or knocked prone, but he's then going to try to attack you with his great axe.
Okay, bring it on.
Another natural 17 for a 26 total.
Yep.
Brutal. And Katep dies again.
No.
Stop it.
Just cue the Seinfeld music.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yikes. 2 11s on D12, so
Oh, no.
Really, bud?
28 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And that's its turn. Jamista, you're up.
You
Alrighty.
just lay on hands yourself.
Do I get flanking here or do I have to be here? I can't remember.
You do. Are you going to avoid the stone table? Like, are you going all the way around, or are you trying to vault over the table?
What is it difficult terrain or do I need to do a check to go around?
Not really. It's just stone. You could hop over it without issue. I'm just asking.
Be cool. With the butt slide across. Jeez.
Style points.
Yeah, I think Jamisa would vault over. If you need me to roll, I'm
You kind
happy
of
to.
no roll here. Something very unexpected does happen. As you rush forward to kind of go to lay your hand across the maze and leap over it, you kind of begin that motion of jumping over it. And as you do, what you see is kind of jumping over to where you just vault over this object. Your hand just begins to extend. And time begins to go strangely as the walls of the maze begin to rush upwards.
Oh god.
And it feels like this takes a long
Oh,
time.
no.
As this process, you can't change yourself. You feel this force kind of directing you as you kind of come to, your hand hitting the dirt and looking around. You see tall ass fucking walls either side of you, and you're smart enough to kind of figure out, oh fuck, really?
When the enemy
The rest
avoids
of you
the
guys.
table, you should too.
The rest of you guys, Jamista just kind of goes to vault over the maze and just disappears.
Great. All right.
Let me double check something real quick. Let me pull up this spell real fast again. So, Jamista, you are alone though. Looking up, you just see this purplish gray sky above these massive 100-foot tall walls. As continues in either direction. Down one way, you see a gap, but
So my scimitar wouldn't have alerted me to
Nope.
hey, don't touch the spooky table.
nope.
Okay.
You can use your action to attempt to escape, which is about the only thing to do in this magical
Let's
prison.
find your way out of the maze.
All right. I guess I'm gonna use my action to attempt to escape then.
It is a an
DC
intelligence
20
check.
intelligence check, eh?
DC 20.
Yeah.
DC 20.
The maze spell
It's an
sucks.
8th level spell.
Yeah,
Holy
it's a
shit!
big booty
You're
thing.
getting
Come on.
20s.
Oh, so
18.
close.
So many natural
Mhm.
20s.
So you kind of begin to like you can feel that stuff, like what the fuck, like this, like I don't know if Chamista necessarily paints, but it's like that like oh fuck kind of instinct. You begin to like meander, like start rushing through the maze, and like minutes pass where you are. As you try to find your way, and you're just not solving this complex maze, which like has turns that like shouldn't exist, and like at one point there's a ladder that just goes up, and you're not sure what that's about. So you climb it, and you find yourself like just back somewhere else. It's fucking creepy. That is your turn though.
Yep. Can I bonus action try to solve the maze?
Unfortunately not.
As a rogue? As an urchin? I don't know.
Unfortunately not.
Alright, well, yeah.
Alright. Chamista temporarily out of the fight. And the surprise of this Minotaur bursting out catches the rest of you all in a surprise round. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, someone, means you can't move or take actions or reactions.
You
So
can't
there
take you can't take reactions until the end of the surprise round, at which
Gotcha,
point the
yeah.
surprise condition fades, I want to say.
Yeah, it's something weird. Okay, like if you guys want to like say anything real quickly, try to come up with a strategy you can. Otherwise, though, we'll just kind of advance.
At least
to...
like we were pretty on edge.
Oh,
waiting
like
for
I
it to,
was, I was under the
we're in
impression that
middle
my
of an enemy
scimitar.
layer.
I was under the impression that my scimitar allowed me to warn the party, right?
Yeah.
Like, was that the point of it?
Only if there was like something like necessarily obvious. This was more of a magical trap.
Like
Like
we may be in a trap. Everyone be on edge for surprises.
I mean, we're kind of like we're pretty deep to not be on edge.
Yeah, I mean it's this. You guys were surprised by this threat. Is 5e is kind of weird about surprises and stuff. This thing,
But
because of the mechanics of this thing, it gets a oh fuck round.
yeah, but doesn't the scimitar negate oh fucks?
For you, so we
Just
tweaked
but
it some. We changed it.
I thought we okay sure.
But Mora, you're up.
I'm up. The thing is in my
Tap.
face. I don't like it. No, it's the last thing I want to do right now. Yeah, I have no attack spells. So I'm going to run the risk. Mora's going to book it over to here.
Okay, we'll try to swipe
Yep,
at you with
yep,
your great axe.
do it.
For a 20 to hit. No, 23 to hit.
Yep.
I'm going to intercept that as it comes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another wild roll. 25 points of damage.
Cool, so only 20. I'm, almost dead. I'm then going to, from my distance, attempt to Ray of Enfeeble his ass.
Okay. What does that do? Is that an attack roll or
It is an attack roll on my end, yes.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so any damage dealt with strength deals half damage.
It looks like I also make a Constitution saving throw for it as well.
At the end of your turn.
Gotcha. Okay.
But for at least this next round, half damage. And then Moira's going to
awesome.
continue one more step towards that door, like fucking A.
Yeah, you can kind of see where Chamista like pushed it open. It's just this dark room with like odd walls kind of implanted within. All right, that will mess him up. This thing's just going to keep trying to go after Tep for now. Great axe, natural 19.
Yep.
Reroll it.
Natural 5 plus 9 is a 14.
Misses.
Nice.
Swipe. Mora.
So yeah, you just watch Mora, again, focus intently, and it would have hit, should have hit, and something just... I can't even.
And it rolled a 13 plus 3 for 16 and a failure against the spell. The ray.
Whew, okay.
Seems enfeebled in some way. And that's its turn. Oh, wait, that was. Yeah. Mora's turn and then its turn. Back to you, Chamista. Still meandering through. At this point, 10 minutes have passed within the maze. Like, there's some part of you that kind of tells you, surely, like, there has to be a way out. Every maze has a solution. Just an issue of finding it. It's deserted, though. There's no creatures within. So maybe
Well, at
that's
least there's that
small
silver
comfort.
lining. Yeah, silver lining. At least I'm not getting hurt in here.
At least you're not being hunted down by the other 6 Minotaurs.
Oh, God. Can you imagine? Penny, you're up.
All right. Damn it. You better help your friend before he joins the creature we're fighting in death. This is disgusting. I'm going to bonus action. Let me just open this up, make sure it is what it is. Yeah. I'm going to bonus action, Manifest Echo.
Okay. You
Put
pull
one
that token
here.
out. Sure thing.
Actually, can I see? Actually, maybe I'll put it here. Probably a better spot. And then yeah, okay. So yeah, like she says, you better help your friend before he dies.
Sure.
And I'm going to take the attack action.
You want to describe this echo appearing? How that works for Penny?
It's like it finds like an opportunistic shadow, like the shadow of what remains of the Minotaur statue, like being cast across the ground. It like quickly stretches and reforms and then like rises up out of the ground, almost kind of like an ooze until it like solidifies and takes shape. But it all happens like really, really quickly, and as soon as it's like solidified, it's in the motion of taking the attack as Penny is swinging.
Sure. If you step down one, you could flank with your thing.
That's. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I just wanted to see because I do have a spell. Full action though. For this time, I'm just going to attack right now.
Sure.
So Penny swings. 19.
Yeah, for sure. Big thing. Doesn't seem to be caring all that much about defense. 9. Yeah.
And second hit. Maybe, 23. 10. And the echo takes a swing. How do I roll for that? Is it just...
It's your attack. Just straight up your attack. You do only have so many uses of getting an extra attack with your echo. But it just uses the exact same thing as your attack.
Yeah, okay. So that's 29 in total.
All right. Yeah, these hits.
Plus the blunt end. Sorry, plus the blunt end of my halberd.
Is it a bonus action to manifest your thing?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it is.
these first attacks, this thing's large and intimidating, and for now, it doesn't look like these attacks are bothering it all that much. It's fairly high hit pool, but chipping away the bones. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah.
And back up. Okay.
So I want to make sure that's not more than 30 feet away from my image.
And we'll try to swipe at you.
Didn't it use its react? Oh.
It's gotten its turn back since then. You still know? Move back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Half damage if it hits.
It's a 17 to hit.
That misses.
All right, yeah. You would duck,
Penny's
dart
able
away in
to-
time.
Yeah, slip away. And then I will.
I lower its strength and suddenly no one's getting hit. Not that I'm complaining, but
Well, I mean, it rolled a 19 to hit at first.
yeah, well, Katep's
And then
taking
you
enough
changed it.
damage.
It's true.
All right, so I'm going to move just over here to kind of block off its path towards Mora, and I'm going to use my action to lay on hands myself as symbol starts to glow, and the dents in the armor and the bit of blood seem to the dents pop out, and the blood seems to peel off. As I'm just going to heal myself for 30.
Yeah, sure.
Hey,
There you go. That's nice.
Anything else on your turn?
I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
All right. Has Katep cast that before?
He has not.
What's that look like?
So there's this brief kind of ethereal shimmer, almost like a cloak being flung around him before it just kind of settles and fades into the armor.
I like
All right.
But that's all I got.
To the Alu.
Alua goes ahead, sighs dramatically, takes out her her lantern because it looks undead, right? It's
Yeah, it's a skeleton. It certainly looks that way. I mean, you did fight that bone golem that was weirdly a construct, but
okay. And make sure that the light is absolutely directed in that direction.
he has like a weird little shudder. Looks around. It seems distracted by the combatants in front of it.
Yep. Shows
Okay.
him the finger, and then would that be is that a free action?
Free action. Yeah, free action.
And then
Actually, I think it might be is it a bonus action to change the lighting on the thing? I can't remember what the card says. I'll look that up while
lighting.
you definitely have your action.
Okay. Yeah. So if that's a bonus.
We'll assume it's a free action right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think because it was always on, it was just the shutters were closed, so she just opened the shutter in its direction.
Yeah, it does. It is a bonus action to turn on or off the shutters as well.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, I think that's a bonus action, and then she'll just be like, "Fucking skeletons, creepy shit." Kind of mirroring her brother a little bit. Not really meaning it, but just because. And then she'll just magic missile.
Okay.
You know what? No. How big is it able to get through this door, or is it too big to get through?
It'd be able to squeeze through, push itself through, if it was so inclined.
Just judging, I don't know if I need to make an intelligence check. If she was going to use lightning lure, which would drag it,
It would have to. I would say it would have to intentionally move through the door, so it would hit you wouldn't pull it into your face. It would stop in the doorway.
Okay, so it would Okay, so it would be away from the party members.
Yeah.
Okay, she's going to use lightning lure,
Okay.
so that it swacks into the doorway if it works. Hold on, let me make sure that she's in range. Oh, come on. It's kind of a little laggy. Okay, she'll just move. She'll move 5 feet forward real quick and.
Right, strength save for it. Natural 19. Just kind of wraps around for a moment, tries to pull, but the magic just kind of dissipates from the brutish force of a natural 19 for a 25, by the way.
Okay.
Big old
Back.
stone boy.
She'll still hold it like this.
Okay. Sure thing. Mora.
I'm not willing to waste any more of my spells, and I'm just going to Sapping Sting. I'm going to laugh if it works, but...
Okay. Con save. Doesn't have a great roll here. Natural 5.
Cool. All right. Hey.
Yeah, no. Well, even if it did have resistances or anything, it...
Cool. 2 damage, but the fucker's prone.
No, it does get...
Too bad. No
Not
one else
prone.
goes before me, or before it does.
True that. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm not willing to walk away from these guys. So
Okay. It's going to stand up on its trunk and look around. It's going to look between the two figures in front of it, the one that had been attacking and the one that just kind of whacked it a little bit. And we'll just see who it attacks. It's going to go for the Echo. For a 23 to hit it.
I think that might hit.
Just kind of slashes into it. I think it has 1 hit point, so just kind of breaks it apart. But it doesn't have multi-attack unless it charges, so that's it for it.
come on, Jimmy, roll the 17 at least.
Alright, let's find out.
Just want to say, too, this is by the module, this fucking maze spell. Wild.
Yeah, no. Oh, it hovered on a 19! Alright, well.
Is Jimmy the sort to, like, succumb to panic in this moment? Or is he, like, just focused?
Oh, no, he's focused. Initially when you described him rushing about, I think actually he wouldn't, like, rush about. Like, he's not unfamiliar with labyrinth-like corridors, right? And his first, instinct, like you said, is he saw a ladder. Okay, he climbed up to get advantage. Next step, you can't get high. What do you do next? Like, he's going through his checklist of, like, navigation things. So he's trying to do his best to be methodical. Unfortunately, in a magical maze, methodical isn't necessarily the best deal here.
Yeah, you're beginning to pick up. I think maybe he's like tried to like scratch like markers on the wall or something to like hey, I've been here before. But like even like you take like 3 lefts and you're back, you're somewhere totally different. Like you're beginning to really comprehend that there's some like the maze itself is trying to keep you in. It's difficult.
Something's fucky here.
It's kind of like the labyrinth in Labyrinth where all the everything moves. I love that movie.
We're just all gonna be stuck down here, guys. Orin's a statue. Jimmy can't ever get out of the maze.
He can get out. Thankfully, he doesn't have a negative modifier, in which case, yes.
Next roll.
Would a natural 20 would, in theory, autosave, right?
Not in theory, but I'd probably allow it as a DM. Rules as written, it would not. Because you only crit on attacks, you don't crit.
Right, that's true. Well, after 10 minutes, I would escape anyways.
Maybe.
Well, at least that's what the maze spell describes. The duration is 10 minutes. Although this could be different. So that's true.
Benny.
All right.
I don't for the duration. Right.
Yeah. All right, so that thing, it like swipes and takes out that shadow. And as it does, like Penny like slips back in and she's like, wrong one. And then as it turns back to her, the shadow like reappears behind the thing and it goes, over here, big boy. Right? Keeping it like distracted, and I'm gonna take my full rounds of attacks again.
You know what? I've just realized something that I didn't. I just read the maze spell. It actually has a lower save DC. It's actually DC 15. So I'm gonna say that you got out. We'll just say dial it back 1 turn here, Jamista, and I'll give you DM inspiration, and you get your last turn back. Because I'm pretty sure you rolled above a 15 the first time, which is my mistake.
I rolled a total of an 18.
Yeah. So I'll just give you DM inspiration, and you can take your last turn. You're now here.
Right, meow.
Right, meow. Yeah.
Right meow
Alright.
before Penny.
Right meow.
Am I in? I'm assuming I'm not in the wall. That was to probably
Right.
quote out.
Yeah, we'll just put you.
Do I have flank here?
Not right there, unfortunately.
Okay.
Can't flank where he is.
Okay. Well,
thought we said
would the shadow have been alive when?
No. The Minotaur swept it out.
But if I was out last turn.
We're just gonna play it out like this
Yeah.
past turn.
Okay, sure, whatever. And giving myself DM inspiration does not count as getting it.
It's a reroll.
It doesn't count as me getting advantage on my attack, right? So I
No,
wouldn't
but
be able to.
Katep's next to it.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
He just
Sorry,
wants
I'm
to
a
sneak
little,
attack.
I'm a little frazzled. Yeah, I'm just gonna. All right, 23 hit.
You actually hit with the scimitar.
yeah.
Woo!
All right.
He has a very low AC.
All right, max damage on that. I'm gonna sneak attack it too. All right. And I can't really Whales of the Grave to anyone, so I can't Whales of the Grave to the same target, right?
No, you can't.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a total of 22 damage.
It's beginning to show some visible wear and tear now. It's like kind of struggling with where it's at. About half hit points.
And he's gonna just attack it again. Ooh. I'm assuming that also hits.
No. Okay.
For just 4 damage.
Okay.
That's my turn. That's
Yeah, so we'll flavor
I'll
too.
stay
So,
there.
like the rest of you guys who are inside kind of hear like a small pop as Tamisha just comes like tumbling out of the table practically. Kind of quickly back up, weapons at the ready.
Yeah, so he comes tumbling out of the table, does like a dive roll, and just like immediately turns and like hamstrings the Minotaur from behind. And that's like the sneak attack. He just like digs into, a thigh. Maybe there's tendons and sinew there. He just slashes at that, trying to like handicap it, and then takes another stab with his other short sword.
All right. Now you're up, Penny. I'm sorry about that.
All right. Yeah. Same thing. She likes taunting it back and forth. Summon the shadow there, and I'll attack.
Okay.
There's 13. Ooh, a crit.
Ooh, nice.
So many dice rolled for me right there. I don't really know why. Excellent.
13 plus 23 is 36.
And it is.
And then the attack from my shadow. Almost another
Almost.
crit.
All right, yeah, this thing's
43.
This thing's pretty messed up at this point. Got to about a quarter left. See, large parts of the skeleton have been like chipped off of it and bashed free. It's wobbly a little bit on its feet. Oh, I forgot to.
Now that we have it significantly outnumbered, she'll stay where she is.
Sure thing. I'm gonna roll for its Constitution save on its turn. Natural 6 for 9. Still enfeebled.
Nice.
All right, Katep, you're up.
All right, seeing Chamista pop back into reality, and then Penny and her weird shadow clone start stabbing it. Katep is going to move a bit over to here. Would this be flanking with Chamista?
Yeah.
And try to stab it with his sword.
Sure thing. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yes! Destroy it!
So 16 damage.
Still up.
Ooh.
13 hits.
Oh.
Good to know.
Ooh.
Oh.
Aww.
That was a roller coaster.
Still good. Still good.
It averages out, I guess.
It's almost at single digits. No.
Adopt it.
Don't get a little
No.
ideas.
It's not cute enough.
It's very, very ugly. It's still got like bits of
It's
like
not
stuffing
wishes.
attached to it
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah, nah. Firebolt.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, can just get blasted by it. It like almost topples over, kind of catches itself. As it does so too, you notice like that like releases one hand from the great axe to like catch itself and just puts its hand on the table and straightens up the mace. Nothing happens. It straightens up and readjusts its grip. Seems ready to go down to the very last undead breath.
As her bonus action, can she just look around to see if any of the noise that is being made has attracted any type of attention?
Look down the hallway. Nothing.
Right, and nothing behind the doors. I
Nothing that you can see.
Nothing. Yeah. Okay.
Be an action to really like fully invest into hearing things,
Yeah,
but
it's
nothing.
more of just a glance.
Yeah, nothing seems to be, which is weird because like this fight is not quiet at all. It's like very loud clanging and shit, you know. It's like that great action that misses, like hits into the wall and chips out of it. Alright, you're up. This thing is barely clinging to its necromantic life.
Yeah, nope. Nope, just gonna chill touch then.
Okay. Yeah, do you want to re-roll that? Make yourself re-roll that?
No, I don't. I don't have any to re-roll with.
How do you want this blast of necrotic energy to finish off this beast?
Just to kind of reach in towards the sternum, yank the thing down, and the bones just begin clattering and bouncing a bit.
Yeah, kind of like gives like looms over Katap one final time as this energy hits it, like it begins to just crumble apart. Like a rib cage falls free, and then like an arm falls off and just clatters into a pile of bone. Some of the bones like spilling across the maze of the table. But all goes quiet. And combat comes to an end.
Hey guys, don't touch that table.
Kind of assumed as much whenever you disappeared into it. And Mora's just kind of holding her side, which is bleeding pretty bad. Alright,
Make sure you roll that 1d8 for temporary hit points.
Only living creatures.
Ah, fudge nuggets.
oh, it's all good.
Okay. Penny and her echo, they like meet halfway, and her echo like dusts off her shoulders for her. Oh, thank you. You're very beautiful. Right.
It's just the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
Alua's gonna put her ear to the door and listen for anything.
Okay, make a perception check.
And again, like, could that perception, if it's good, perception check also include like down the hallway or anything?
I'm just kind of listening for anything out of the
Fuck
thing.
everything.
Don't hear anything. Kind of pause though. You did make out like the scuffing of boots or something on the other side earlier. Don't hear that.
Okay. Chill. Guys, excuse me. That made awful lot of noise, but no one seemed to hear it outside. No one seems to come running, and there was a lot of people in those rooms, and stone echoes. Just be on extra high alert.
Alright.
Oh, we could also maybe open the door, maybe release Captain Staggett. Actually, never mind. Let's just go.
What are you guys doing?
Can you remind me what I heard down this hallway? Or
Nothing.
these-
Absolutely nothing. You saw before you opened the door that the hallway beyond was pitch black, which is the first dark room you've encountered in Blair. And opening the door, you can confirm it's just dark, unlit hallways, like these jam-packed hallways that are eerily like you see one like odd angle split off, then like another one, kind of get just like this shiver slightly of where you just were for what to you felt like a good 10-15 minutes. But coming out of it, you were only gone for a handful of seconds.
Should we destroy that maze thing just in case? Should we just leave it?
I don't know if there's any destroying it.
It's probably best to not mess with it if it seems to. Where did you go, by the way?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I went into the maze. I don't know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we should. I don't think there's a way to dispel it. I think we should just keep going. We're on a ticking time bomb here.
Is this a hammer thing still in the same location, or
no? The skeleton Minotaur picked it up and.
Right.
Mora just holding on to her side, like, I'm not leading anything right now. If you need me, let me know. I'm gonna be here at the back. Barely holding on to double digits is all I'll say.
Katep will move over and cast Cure Wounds on you.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
All the potions are on Oren's dead body.
Yeah, they're all petrified and ruby right now, yeah.
And I will add to it too. Looking into this room now, you guys can actually fully look into the hallways. You see a few crates, kind of at like the far end. You see just like a crate just sitting there. You also see quite a few bones just kind of scattered across the floor haphazardly.
Oh, Alua's gonna like go out real quick and be a sip swiggle, sip swiggle.
No response.
Okay.
No response.
I mean, he called every single one correct.
That doesn't
Of course
mean
he
he's on our
did.
side.
He lives here.
Yes, and we could have used that. Whatever. All right. Well, let's go.
Alua, I mean this in the kindest way I can say it. The thing down here breeds insanity. I'm not going to listen to someone with a name like that.
There's only a fine line between madness and brilliance.
Aye, and you can tell he doesn't walk the line of brilliance.
No, it's just the information was useful. That's all I'm saying.
He could have led us straight into a trap.
I mean, we've hit almost all the traps. That's what I'm saying. He could have possibly averted that. He's already pointed out living quarters, the eyes, and some stuff down here. It's not any much of a surprise. It could have been avoided or averted, is all I'm saying.
Moira's just rubbing her temples now, and you probably believe in psychics too. Alright, let's go.
Technically, yes. And continue forward.
Okay. I guess we keep moving.
Yeah. You guys can. Are you going into the dark room or?
I mean, Chisa was peeking in.
Okay, yeah, just saw you suddenly close it.
Well, yeah, because I can't go through it.
Oh, you try going diagonally, maybe. Or 1 sec, I can do it.
Oh, that's weird.
Walls.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I had to get into the room last time.
Yeah,
I
I
go
can't.
diagonally.
I can't go straight. I have to go diagonally.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. Just the way.
What do I see peeking in?
You just see kind of this dark maze. You guys can go ahead and explore this chamber. I'll say. I'm used to you leading the way with your, your passive investigation and perception skills. Just begin to see that this room seems to have been converted into a maze. You're high on the lookout for traps, but you don't see any. as you kind of begin to explore this maze. It's very simple. The chambers within. So if you want to kind of just begin self-exploring, you guys can do so without issue.
You said there's nothing inside of it, like that's dangerous.
Yeah, if you guys don't find anything dangerous, at the very end, you find a small living area. You guys would come upon, after a little bit of peeking around, colder Chimista. Which I know it's kind of weirdly annoying. This section could have been different depending on how the last bit went, so didn't have it set up. Regardless, trying to figure it out. Yeah, there's nothing difficult or anything like that. And just at the very end, you find a small living area, just this cramped 10 by 10 foot living area with a bed, a small chest, little wash basin with water in it.
How recently does it look like someone's been here?
Make an investigation check. Nothing particularly hard to determine
You
that.
got it, buddy.
Get it. Alu is also just making sure she's watching what's going on in the room, and Penny, because she doesn't trust her, of course.
It looks fairly commonly used, you would guess. This is a actively used area. It's not particularly dusty. The bed's a little bit unkempt, but not messy.
Do I see any traps or anything here?
Nope. No traps.
No. Can I open the chest then?
Sure can. You should be able to interact with it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Potion of healing. How do I take things?
There's one of the gem buttons over there. There's also a fair few coins in there. There's also dirty clothes, things like that. It's a used chest of belongings, but that's the things of value.
There's 121 gold in here. I will. Chamisa will grab it for now.
Hey.
There's a loot button up top there too. The loot coins.
Loot.
I wonder who's the real criminal.
You the bad guys.
Where's the loot coins?
Should say it up
We got
with the
no
currency, on the right
loot.
side of copper and stuff, next to copper.
Oh, it's a little gem symbol.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yep.
It's not letting me loot them.
No, you just add 121 gold to your thing then.
Okay.
Weird.
Either that, or it's about to add 5 or 6 times that because it pressed a whole bunch of times.
Hopefully not.
Okay, so Chamisa would share what he found. He wouldn't hide anything.
We'll worry about splitting it later. Let's go.
Alu looks at Penny. She's like, Is she clocking her? Is she looking at the money and looks like, "Oh, she's gonna kill us just for the money."
No. Penny doesn't care about the money.
Okay.
She's got the air she's come from wealth. If you recognize the confidence from the nobles that you interacted with in Waterdeep.
Okay.
Where it's
Alright.
they have more money than they could spend.
Cool.
All right. You guys are back out to the long hallway, petrified bodies along it. A few chambers you have yet to explore. What would you guys like to do? Where would you like to go?
So this is the player double checking, but we were told that the lieutenants were being basically confined to their quarters or not being allowed.
The lair. Confined to the lair.
Gotcha.
And we were told to take all rights, and we'd find them. We did that and walked into a shit show.
You guys, I think, were told that Thorvin was being confined to his chambers.
At this point, I think Mora's going to, since she's at the back near Penny, because Penny keeps wanting to take up the back, is just going to speak up to, You told us to take our rights and we walk into a place with a bunch of Duragar and sleeping people. You sure your intel is right?
Yeah, quite certain. We were told to take rights and they would take us to where his rooms are, and there are many rooms here. I didn't. I couldn't have guessed that he was sharing rooms with 20 other bad guys. There's still the one room left. Perhaps we took rights to get here. Can we check that last room?
You have Mora and Alua heard like
I think
somebody
No,
with
probably
it.
over
this
here.
room. Yeah.
Yeah, we never went up there.
Gotcha. You did not.
And Mora's
Shall
just
we go
shaking her
there?
head like, I'm not going anywhere right now. I'm barely over half health. I'm content to stay back here.
Sorry, what was that, Chamista?
Can go up.
I was just asking, does Penny go there?
No.
Nope.
No, Penny's still letting us do all the work for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's talking about, look how much damage I just did. Come on.
Yeah, nobody's thinking. That's not any part of the dungeon that we're calling like.
Yeah.
Penny's not doing any exploring. She's not leading the group,
Not
giving us
actively
guidance.
contributing except for combat.
Yeah.
Okay. Perception checks from anybody listening at this doorway. Very faintly, you can't make out words, Chumista, but you can make out like the kind of monotone sounds of the dwarves through this room as well.
The
Addition-
scrying dwarves?
Yes, sounds like their voices are coming through in the next room as well. Additionally, you guys, as you guys kind of pausing and listening, let me double check the DC on this a little bit. I'll say, with your passive perceptions as well, you guys do notice a secret doorway in the southern wall. Like a concealed, a little bit over, but in the southern wall.
Okay.
Okay. I think Shamisa would investigate that then, for sure.
Yeah, sure. Let me double check where it is. Yeah, DC 15. So if you guys have passive perceptions high enough as well. Yeah, it's just like you gather kind of like the little secret door before. There will be a somewhat hidden. It's not incredibly well hidden, like latch that you or like a button that you would push in, and then one can swing the door open if you so desired.
Yeah, I think he would try to do it fairly quietly. Try to be as non-disruptive as possible.
Sure thing. Oh, since I already opened the door for you guys, there's nothing behind it. You see just a long hallway that curves.
All right, I guess.
The minute Mona sees people moving, she's gonna be like, we may not be the best at it, but we should attempt at the very least. Slow.
I agree. Yeah, so I think we'll try to stealthily make our way down this hallway.
Make the attempt, at least.
Sure. I can do this.
Good call, Mora. Worth another shot.
Dang it, I didn't do it with disadvantage.
Are you...
Does it matter?
Oh, I got one too, Jimmy. Don't worry about it.
Oh wow, you guys! Wow.
We're the worst around.
Guys.
So Mora trips, and then Shamisa trips
You
over
know.
Mora.
No, Mora's
No,
just trying to be
something.
quiet, but at the same time hold the wound, so it's just making a bunch of squeaking
Yeah.
metal on metal noises.
This is one of those moments where like not trying would have been better than
Yeah, but we didn't know that.
Yeah, because they were making extra noise.
Well,
We never knew that would be the case.
I mean,
Kind
how
of.
many of us have disadvantage? It's a pretty good chance.
I mean-
While I have disadvantage, I hadn't rolled below an 18 until now.
yeah,
There's
no, it's
more of
not.
us
It's
have
not like
disadvantage than don't.
it's not necessarily like all of a sudden, you guys are stomping your feet as hard as you can or anything like that. And in fact, as you guys approach down the hallway, You see that it comes to an end. The door similar to this one, kind of at the far side. And she does have a very high passive perception. Well, fucking chest is on my token bar. I didn't realize that. Get that real fast. Oh yeah. You guys just come up to another sealed doorway, like the door that you just opened, similar to the secret door that you guys just opened.
Can I listen at it again?
You can. This door is much more sealed. Like, it's not a typical door. It's like made to look like the wall, so it will be a bit harder to hear anything through it.
Not
Okay.
20, baby. 27.
Interesting. 1 second. Let me get this door revealed for you.
Beefing it when it counts. Also getting 20s when it counts.
Potentially, yeah, because with the natural 20, you hear kind of this somewhat soft sound that you're able to pick out through the quiet of the lair. Like the heavier breathing than you expect. Like Mora is kind of like still a little bit like just like grunting in pain without realizing it. You kind of,
She thinks she's super.
Stubbed your toe at one point, kind of thing. But listening through, you make out this voice, and you're kind of straining to hear it for a long moment because it doesn't sound like any language you've heard before. We'll say, just to simulate the full natural 20, you kind of, you guys know Alua speaks quite a few languages.
He'll saunter down.
Many languages. You kind of wave her forward to kind of listen to it, and kind of listening for a long moment as well. You begin to make out the eerie and creepy dialect of deep speech. Kind of this eventually you kind of piece out a word, Chamista. You kind of pick out the word amidst all this incoherent babbling, this throaty, horrible voice kind of rumble out, Silgard, amidst the rest of the babbling.
So, what does Alua hear? Does she comprehend?
You hear the same thing. You comprehend. You recognize that this thing is just kind of babbling, saying something to the effect of I'm gonna love you, and I'm gonna feed you, and then you're gonna go to your little fishy sleep, and I'm gonna still love you, and then you're gonna wake up, and I'm gonna love you. But in deep speech.
Oh no.
Oh, AKA, we tried to stealth up on the big boy himself and failed miserably. Cool, great, wonderful. Fuck.
Alua will turn around, being like, "It's the creepy thing that we were supposed to come and kill."
All right, back it
You
up.
hear him say, another voice kind of pipe up. Oh, I think the gazers are bringing you your food, my majestic significant. Is in common. Let me go get the door for them. You kind of start to hear
yeah, Mora's
Right, back.
Mora's double time and backwards, then it's gonna be bad.
Oh.
Run, out.
How long does your echo last, Jenny?
As long until it gets dismissed, I summon another one, or it gets destroyed.
Awesome.
For some reason, that wall's being weird and not updating as a not secret door. Whatever. You guys know there's a secret door there. And eventually, as you guys kind of rush backwards, very, very fortuitous nat 20 there, Jamista.
Yeah.
You hear the door open. Yeah. Now where are those blasted things? 1 second, my most magnificent and terrifying. You can hear the footfalls begin to come forward further.
Mora's gonna say, back to the maze. No, to the maze. And try to get everyone in the dark hallway that's near the maze. Didn't mean to ping, sorry.
Andrew's lagging really bad for me.
Yeah, this is a big ass. Oh, probably so. That's the fucking wall layer up.
Yeah, more just like in the maze, in the maze, in the maze.
We could try to sneak up on this guy and. Sorry.
More is like making
Was
a
that
look.
Penny?
Sorry, go ahead.
They know where you are. The walls have eyes.
I thought we were beholders. We are not, so we could not alert whatever butler he is.
You want to run the risk of being found out and that thing alerting the bigger thing? By all means, I'm staying in here.
Some powerful surface heroes here to slay the big boss
Says
cowering
the
in
one
the
who's
corner.
Okay, so
behind us
Chinny,
the
what are you
entire
suggesting
damn
we
time.
do? Like,
We'll check the last room. We have another room to check.
We do, but he's coming up that hallway. We're hiding here till it sounds safe.
yeah, we're letting
That's not him. That's his old sounding butler.
By all means, go take him out then, says the one standing in the back doing jack all.
Again, go through the fucking door. Like, why? Okay, whatever.
Okay, well, is
Guess I won't
Penny
roleplay my
suggesting
character
that?
then, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay,
Twice now.
well, okay, because so out of character, what I'm getting is that Penny is just watching us do stuff and insulting stuff at her back. She's not trying to lead us and guide us through this.
I will remind you
So,
guys because
we
it
are
seems
not-
to be
The
getting
information
lost.
that she offered you.
I will remind you guys because it seems to be getting lost. Penny did say has accurately guided you where she said she would, avoiding other hallways and the like. So there is that. She has.
Well,
this was information that
She
you didn't
trusts
have.
you guys as much as you trust her. Why would she be like throwing herself in front of you guys? And yeah, she's a drow. She's a little catty.
Why don't we take a break here and we can kind of work this out
Yeah.
while people get a
Yeah.
drink, use the bathroom, stuff like that?
Reconvene at midnight EST. Top of the
And we are back.
Alrighty, the group has rushed back into the maze-like chamber that somebody seems to be using for a bedroom. You guys want to stay here, back this far back, or a little bit further forward, to where you can hear potentially a bit more what's going on in the hallway?
And just so that I know some people are watching, like we did have a couple of little words during break, so we apologize. That break took a little bit long, but we wanted to discuss a few things before getting back into game. So we have done that, and we are doing our thing.
All right. So yes, it's chilling out right here. Or
There's like this brief like twitch, and Penny's echo does this like the entire surface like shimmers and ripples a little bit, and then it's kind of like the color fills in, and Penny swaps places with her echo.
It's pretty cool.
She leaves this one back here for an escape right now.
Okay. If you guys want to listen for the door for any approach beyond it, a couple of y'all can make perception checks.
I don't think I have good perception. Does anyone else have better perception?
You have pretty good perception.
Passive perception.
Hey, rolling threes again. Hell yeah.
No, I only have a +1 to mine.
Hey,
High five, buddy.
the wrong people for the job.
And
Well,
pause.
Can we use if we could use passive perception? My passive.
Yeah, you do.
perception is-
You do have DM inspiration.
oh, actually, that's true. I think I'm gonna
wanna
spend
use
it here. I think well,
Maybe we could save it.
nah,
Just keep the door open a little bit.
no, I don't think I'm gonna spend it here.
Okay. You guys kind of wait a few, we'll say like 2 or 3 tense minutes before you guys are fairly certain, like you don't hear anything beyond, nobody comes knocking or approaching the doorway. Feel like you might be in the clear.
We might. Sorry, say that again.
You guys kind of just, like you have like that tense, like, okay, any second now, for about 2 to 3 minutes before you guys feel like if somebody was coming, they'd already be here. And you can't hear anything in the hallway beyond. You think you might be in the clear.
Okay, so I'm gonna poke my head out, take a look down the corridor. Do I see anything?
Nobody's there.
All right, Chimista will call back saying, "Looks like the coast is clear. Let's go through this door."
This door does have a lock on it.
Oh yeah, Mora would have told you that.
Yeah, just through your passive investigation and such, you can quickly ascertain that it is not locked. Okay,
It's not
peeking
locked.
through
Okay.
it. It's not locked. It just has the capacity to be locked. Whereas most
Can
of these
I
others-
like quietly open it a crack and peek through?
Sure, make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
When the DM moves things, it makes.
Oh my gosh!
It hovered on a 20 for me too.
No. You kind of go to open it, but it's a little bit rustier than you expect. You kind of hear and like this very gruff voice kind of calls out, "Who's there? Who is it? I'm warning you, I'm armed."
Does this sound like it could be potentially a Thorvin?
It sounds dwarvish and much more like, that gruff, like, hey, I'm a fucking dwarf kind of dwarf than the other dwarves did.
Did we get a description of Thorvin? Do we know what he looks like?
I don't believe that you did, no.
No, the only thing we have is
It's called Thorvin Twinbeard, though.
Thorfinn Twinbeard is the contact that there is opportunities to disrupt Xanathar. That's it.
Okay. Sorry, I clicked to open the door. I'm assuming by that I kind of looked in.
Sure. Looking in, you actually don't see anybody initially.
That far.
I don't see anybody initially.
No.
Is
The voice kind of comes from like a slight dip, like you have enough good enough.
this
passive
this
perception.
room is well lit?
Yeah, looking in here, so again, another well-lit room. Let me pull up that description for you. You kind of see a clear like workstation of some area is what it seems to be. You see several tables kind of piled with this, that, and the other, like little metal odds and ends and tools and the like. In the center of the room is a desk where there's like this large contraption that's in the process of being made. Kind of in the initial stages where you can't clearly tell like what it will be at a glance. You see like a cot in the in one corner, and with your passive perception, you can tell that like this dwarf is kind of hiding right around the corner from you in this room. Kind of make out a little bit of his shadow from where one of these continual flame spells is betraying his position. Yeah, it's just like this scattered workspace. With your passive perception too, you also see a small shadow of a gazer kind of floating near where the dwarf is.
In this corner?
Yes.
Shamista will whisper back to Katep, saying, I think there's a gazer in the room with him, but he doesn't... If this is Thorvin, we can't, take him down.
You saying that, Mora would probably step up towards the door and then say out in Dwarven, "We're here to help."
Okay. Katep, did you have anything to add?
He was probably just gonna whisper to Chamista to be ready to, go for the gazer if it makes a run for it.
And blasted into the wall, you mean?
I mean,
how you fight is up to you.
This is Chamista.
What's the duration of Shield of Faith?
10 minutes. It might have faded by now.
Nah, you got about half of that left, so I'd say. Although if you peek around that corner, you can see that the secret door is shut. It's not shut it behind you, I don't believe, but it seems to be that somebody might have passed out and come.
Okay.
The door is shut, regardless. Yeah, and kind of at that, you guys see this dwarven figure peek around the corner, wielding like a hammer. Like it's not a weapon, just like a mallet or something. And kind of peeks around. And he goes, "Oh, my Morgans, get inside, quickly!
And
You causing the
Mora's
ruckus
going-
out
yeah.
there?"
Like motion people to come in. Like go.
Yeah, go.
As Penny comes in, Thorman kind of pulls up an alarm. Hey, who's the darky?
No, she's a guide. She's
Guy.
with us. She's okay-ish. Temporary.
She's like clearly eyeing, but he's going to go on Archie. Close the door. Kind of rushes past, like pushes past you just a little bit to get his own look out of the hallway. Before throwing the lock in the door. Right. You guys also do see, kind of hovering just in that corner where the cot is, this just bleach white albino gazer, these little like menacing red eyes, and its 4 little eye stalks kind of gives a as you guys enter, but like doesn't move aggressively for you.
What is that?
What do we do about the gazer?
Oh, honestly, so Xanathar appointed it to watch over me. When he says Xanathar, Thorin says Xanathar, you see the albino go Xanathar, and like spit this like foul greenish black like spit onto the floor. For fuck's sake, Xanathar created it or something. When he says Xanathar, again repeats it. Kind of when X appointed it to spy on me, but I gather the little blighter doesn't much care for it all that much. Kind of seems a bit friendly, but I mean, don't go poking your hands around it. Anyways, the name's Thorvin Twinbeard. You're definitely not cut from the same cloth as the fucking rat folk around here. Sit down if you want, wherever you can. Kind of moves back around the other side of the thing. There's like 2 stools in here. There's not a lot of good sit-down space.
Yeah, I think Mora's much more interested in eyeing the contraption and just seeing what could potentially be being built at the moment.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check for me. I'll give you advantage because you're, wizardy and shit, and like dwarvish and stuff.
19.
It's very much in the early stages of construction. It's this large. Looks like it'll be like a good 8 to 10 feet tall, kind of freestanding contraption. You see a few heavy plates. You kind of get the idea that it's for crushing something. Kind of catching your attention at it. Thornton goes, the beholder. He kind of stares at the albino in its one eye, threatening it, daring it to spit. Just kind of hisses again. Want something to dust, I suppose, is the word that was used. The enemies that come down, that it turns to stone. Terrible thing, but
yeah, that'll cause Mora to take a step back. All right.
Anyhow, pray it never comes to that, especially with you all down here. Now, does anybody know that you're here?
Everybody.
All right. When you say everybody, it kind of
There's
back to
the dwarves up there with the mental talking. Aye, everybody.
Right. Ah, shit. What time is it? He stumbles over to a little clock he has on his desk.
Couldn't tell you. Been down here too damn long.
Yeah. Well, as luck would have it, I'm pretty sure Gnarl is the one standing watch in the audience chamber. I don't know that we have anything to fear from it. Mergo's probably conducting his inspection or something. Shit, you guys broke into his room, didn't you, next door?
Aye.
We got to the door, but wait. Sorry, his room being Xanathar's room, or the dwarves' room up here?
Undead Minotaur, and point over her shoulder.
An undead Minotaur, you say? Is that what you were fighting?
Aye.
Fuck all, where'd you get to that? Well, he's a paranoid little shit. So we've got until he heads back to his room before turns the place upside down looking for intruders, I suppose. Shit. Alright. I need your help blowing up this fucking place.
That Mora will just grin. Alright.
I mean, fully bringing out all the stone down on top of the fucking bastard.
Alright.
And what's involved? What do we need to do?
Smoke powder. Explosives. Big booms. Kind of moves over to one of his desks where he has a scroll. Clears out a spot. Unrolls and kind of gestures you guys over, and he lays out what is very clearly a map of the lair. And I can give you guys that in your journal. Which you should be able to see if you want to. There should be a maximize button on that thing to make the whole thing bigger. Kind of rolls it out. Well, so Gnarl told me his supplier was able to smuggle him in barrels and barrels of the explosives, the good stuff. So you'll need to get a hold of him. He should be in the audience chamber, but he's always being watched by those creepy Grell that Xanathar posted him up with. Anyhow, let me start. He starts making a bunch of X's across the map. like a charcoal pin he has handy. You'll need to plant 7 charges all across the place. And he does begin to scatter a few places across the place, and I just realized I meant to have a map that shows these points, but I don't. So we'll just say for now he kind of marks places all across the lair, 7 different ones. Set off the explosives, and get the fuck out of here. Simple as that. Kind of grins up with like this kind of maniacal inventor frenzy look to him. You know, like the explosives kind of look about him just a little bit.
Jamisa will I guess look exchange glances with the rest of the group, saying, I mean, I think it sounds like we have our work cut out for us.
Understatement. Particularly if we can't find it. Did you say Grell?
Aye, these tentacle floating bastards.
Yeah, more just shivering. Like, ugh.
As I understand it, when Gnarl went to secure the vault, you lot, it was you, wasn't it? I heard him describing it. Didn't mention a drow. Who glares at Penny hard. Passes over it. So, Xanathar, he's begun to suspect all his lieutenants of betraying him. Everybody but Amerigo. Fucking kiss ass. Anyhow, Gnarl's always watched by a couple of those fucking creepy aberrations.
Alright, in that case, we find them, we get the powder, and, looking at it, can Mora begin to try and map the path of 1 explosion, 2 explosion, that way we're not trapped in?
Yeah, there's, a clear path you can take for it. Again, I don't have the, exactly,
right,
a map marked on it.
Mora's then just gonna look at Alua going, don't bring any fire with me today. It's gonna be entirely upon you to set those things off.
Fuses! Thorvin kind of bounces up and runs over to a different desk entirely and scoops up a handful of the coiled rope fuses or wire fuses or whatever the fuck fuses are made
kind
of.
of look at it and go, all right, plan A, then...
Now, by by my calculations, the collapse won't be instantaneous, but it will be inevitable. So you don't need to, scamper out immediately once the last charges are exploded, but you'll want to be within the hour or so. I figured losing their lair here in Skullport would be enough of an embarrassment, if anybody is to survive. Honestly, I can't see the Beholder abandoning his little fucking fish long enough. So that's what I got.
Well, if we're bringing this place down, I feel like I need to ask. You heard anything about prisoners being taken recently?
Oh. Kind of his face droops and it's like, listen, you can't worry about everything, lad. What's important here is that this Beholder stopped, aye?
And Jamista would look expectantly over at Penny, given the news of possible other drow, to see what kind of reaction she has to that.
I think she had actually mentioned him to you guys before, that she wants to take him alive.
The wizard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
I do
yeah,
remember
we just
something
heard
about
mention
that.
of, one going to an arena and one going somewhere else, so we were just making sure, Penny didn't have an opinion on trying to save anyone else other than, getting a hold of what's-face.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Well, we want to save all the drow.
Does Penny speak up about that? Or is that just implied through her previous conversations? I think, honestly, that's not, Chimisa's remembering that, oh, right, we just heard that Penny, but I don't remember Penny's stance. I don't remember what her specific intentions were, so he's looking to see if she says, oh, yeah, we need to, fuck the prisoners, let's get out of here if we're taking them down, or whether she's like, no, we can't, if we don't get the people, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be something she would just go do on her own.
Okay.
She would assume.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't disclose that. Okay, sure.
Alright, so we'll leave you to your duster and kind of eye the contraption in the middle of the room.
No, I'm packing.
Alright.
I was gonna say I hope you have an escape plan ready for yourself.
There's a passage here on the map, and he kind of points to a chamber off the hallway of eyes. Head straight up into the sewers.
Sorry, where was it?
It's let's see if I can just pull your attention here. I think it's all
Oh, I
clear.
closed that map.
Yeah, I closed my map too. What was the map called?
Map of Xanathar's
Lair. It's just up in the kind of this layer you guys came in on. There is a door you guys didn't open on that door with a lot of mirrors off to the east side of it.
Right. Okay.
That's where he indicates.
Okay.
Okay.
From there, I imagine I can figure it out. I've gone that way a few times, in the company of a few others. Go and find the Harpers, I suppose. I mean abandoning my workshop, but not this one, the one in Skullport. But I need to get out of this fucking place. See the sun again.
Alright, we wish you the best of luck. Unless anyone has anything else to... You know what? I just can't accent tonight. Unless anyone has anything
You're very
else they want to
quiet.
say. Better?
Yes.
Sorry about that. Laura's like, good luck. Unless you have anything else. And like looking around at everyone.
I do have a question.
Aye.
The ones that have been taken, where were they taken? On the map.
So this area here, this is Xanathar's lair, his sleeping area and the like, where he's got his dream nullifier and his fucking fish bowls. He indicates the southernmost chambers that you guys had almost stumbled into. Further out, all the way outside of these honeycombs is that's where the tentacled fucker stays, the mind flayer. The important prisoners get taken there. The ones that can get one of those fucking brain devourers put into them. The Illithids grow them up that way. Others get taken to the arena, which is this big circular chamber. Here's the prisons next to them. They fight for entertainment, the merry-go-rounds, that business.
Now, are those all day long, or are they at certain times?
No, rarely enough. Once every few days.
Do you know when the last one was?
2 days ago, I think. I don't know. I don't go to them, to be honest.
I feel like if Staggett is still alive, he's going to be having an intellect devourer eat his brain here soon.
You say that to the rest of the group?
Yeah, I think Katep would bring that up.
Staggett? The captain?
They say that they took the captain from the dock ward. It's why we were asking about captured.
What it is. Hammered. He just kind of rubs his hand. I mean, I can't recommend it, but you'll have to sneak that way anyways. Do you guys have means to sneak about with carrying a big old lug of powder?
I'll be real honest with you, stealth has turned out to not be our forte.
Honestly, as long as you get in near this column, it kind of indicates a spot. That's kind of that like figure 8 icon. You should be close enough. Shouldn't have to get close to those creeps. The Illithids have a bunch of fucking weird fish people being guards for them.
The figure 8?
Fish people.
Wait, where did you say it's? So it's past.
Like a little staircase. There's like a big semicircle hallway next to the audience chamber.
Okay.
There's a little 8 kind of looking thing. There's columns. I think they're called Kuatoa or something like that. Creepy little shits.
Gotcha.
Those it's pay them in the body parts that they don't use. That it doesn't use.
Okay. Right. Alright, so if we have to go down that way anyway, we could take a look. For anybody that's there, maybe they'd be able to assist us.
Hey, listen, I wish I could be more help. Honestly, I'm not much of a fighter. I'm just kept here to make shit for the fucking batshit one. Glares towards where the gazer would be, but it's not there anymore. Kind of around this moment, there's like this little flicker of light, like a little greenish beam, and more. You clearly see this, and like the beam kind of strikes out and hits your spell book, like kind of levitates it upwards a bit. Like it's not like it's off to the side, like it's trying to be sneaky, but it's not able to be.
Yeah, Mora's hand is instantly down on her focus and just looks.
It kind of hisses.
Don't go take it. What's not?
He's gonna try to grab it.
All right, and I'm fighting this fucker. It's my spellcasting focus.
It's the spell book that it's trying to.
Yeah, my spell book is my spellcasting focus.
Gotcha. 1 second. Just be a contested strength check. It's got real bad strength. So it's kind of focusing its telekinetic beam. Well, okay, so it has to roll a. What did you get total?
A 3.
Okay, so it has to roll a 7 or better. You know, I'll just do it here. Actually, I just rolled an 8. Yeah, an 8.
Yeah, and this is where you somehow nat 20 again.
No. It kind of begins to, it kind of like lifts it. It kind of, the spell book comes from your fingertips just a little bit. And it goes, magic! And like licks its lips a bit.
Mora's gonna smile, and this cyan energy like encompasses her hand and would begin to stretch out like she's gonna cast a cantrip, going, do you really want to do that?
Anybody else reacting?
I think Shimisa's like looking at Thorvin, being like,
Can Katep just walk over and grab the book?
Please?
Yeah.
Because Mora doesn't think to handle anything,
Kind of like
anything but magic.
coming from her fingertips kind of in the moment. It's like not an instantaneous yank. Both not the strongest thing. Strongest beam. Yeah, it's kind of snatching it, hisses, spits at you.
I really wouldn't
Back
let
on the
you do
ground.
that.
And Mora will reach out, take her book now, and then just tight grip on it in her hand, no longer letting it relax.
Get the Thorin kind of notices, like, hey, hands off shit that's not yours. Hisses. The holder hisses, or the gazer hisses. Goes,
Alua takes out like beef jerky from her pack or whatever and like hands it to, or tries to like give it to the thing. Like she'll just hold it out like you would a bird.
It's gonna try to bite you. Like
No.
it's going for it. It's going for it, but it's just gonna like bite your hand.
also take your fingers.
She'll pull back.
Yeah.
You're like,
This is what happens when you try to feed the wildlife.
she'll just like she'll do that awkward like. Ugh.
14 hit you?
No.
I don't think it does. Yeah, you're able to jerk your hand back. You leave, like, drop the jerky.
Well, I think she like kind of like throws it like, you know.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Go get it. Fetch.
Yeah. It does. It kind of twists in the air, goes down.
Okay.
Ranger
Just
was
for
the
fun,
perfect pick for
make
you.
an animal handling check. Just for fun.
Like I said, Ranger was the perfect pick for you. You try to make friends with anything that's remotely
See if you get
animal-like.
a- see if you get a high roll. Yeah. Okay. It's just like,
I was like, really hoping like 18 for like some random reason. She's not even like trying to at all. She's just trying to get it distracted.
and it is distracted, kind of chomping on these bits of jerky.
She'll just keep
Thorvin.
it in the corner.
Obviously gives the map to you guys. Kind of proceeds. Listen, if you see a Mergo, I can't recommend fighting him. He's a tough son of a bitch by all accounts. You know him. He's a Little fellow wears a minotaur helmet, big ass horns on it, obsessed with the fucking things. And I mean, mind flayers are dangerous too. But I mean, do what you think you need to do.
All right.
Mora's gonna kind of like rub at her temple and look up. All right, the best thing I've got. We don't need invisibility if we can be fast once we get a hold of it. She's gonna reach in and pull out a scroll. You could use this, Alua. I could use my own personal spell. And we just do our damnedest to get things in place and move in as quick as possible.
Which spell scroll did you pull out?
Haste. I have a
Haste.
scroll of haste, and I have haste myself.
Right. All right.
Doubles our
So-
movement speed, gives a free action where we could both place and light the thing and move on.
Okay. Wait. Yeah, we.
But we have to get a hold of them first. Well, not yet. Like, we'd have to get the
Yes.
powder first. But yeah, essentially, like, I'm gonna pass it on to you and be like, this is the best option we've got.
How long does haste last?
A minute.
A minute.
A minute, but it does double the speed and give us extra actions. And it's not a lot, but it's something.
Yeah.
How do I pass things again?
I think you
There it is.
right click on them.
All right, there you go. Didn't know this thing was gonna come in handy this soon.
Does placing the charges cost any kind of check or anything?
You know, he doesn't have the charges yet. He's told you that the drow wizard has smuggled them in.
Aha, right.
Once you're
And we were
able
pointed to which room he
examine.
was in again?
He said that he was in the audience chamber right now. He's where he should be. That's the big central room.
So with the
where
crazy
you-
Silgor's talking fucker is right now?
No, the big round room.
The one connected to
Gotcha.
the
The
secret.
one that you heard
chamber?
the one that you heard the dwarves, the dwarven voices in.
Gotcha.
He also points out the office, Gnarl's office, which is the southeasternmost room, the square room on the second floor, the lower floor.
Okay, we could always just go check his office. If he smuggled it in, it's probably in his chambers. Or somewhere near there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it could be hidden in a compartment in his chambers or something. Yeah, that's worth a shot.
Alright, thank you. You might want to get out of here.
I am going to start packing. Either way, success or failure, I've got to make a run for it. I don't think we can keep this hidden or anything. What do you think, buddy? You gonna stay here and face Xanathar's wrath? The Albina gazer goes, Xanathar! Spits.
Does a chunk of beef jerky just hit the floor?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Half eaten, just covered in like this nasty saliva.
Ugh.
Good. And starts eating it again.
Alright.
A little creature.
In that case, I think we're out. Let's go. And Moore would kind of stop and look back at Thorvin. Thank you.
Gods be with you.
Oh, also, do you have anything that could reverse petrification?
I mean, no. He kind of looks at the contraption for a long moment.
We could turn him into ruby dust.
No.
Oh god.
I think that's what Thorvin said. Like, this is what I do.
Not a miracle worker.
All right. It just seems kind of sad that I don't know any of these people out there that have been petrified were good or anything like that, but
Mostly no. Mostly
mostly
no.
no. Okay, then I have no.
As far as I'm aware, entirely no.
then I
Just
have no-
underlings that invoked the Xanathar's anger. Xanathar!
Right
Okay.
before leaving, I think Moira's just gonna go Xanathar and walk out.
Xanathar! God damn it, woman.
Oh, we gotta check outside first. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh no, Moira's just, as far as she's concerned, it's time to go.
Opening the door, the very far end of the corridor, you see a figure outside of that room where you saw all those sleeping people kind of lean against the wall. Seems to be throwing up. Doesn't look the girl's way. Except if you're a distant sounds.
Yeah, I think after stepping out,
Hurry.
Moira will be like, someone's being sick, we've got to go now.
All right.
You guys head out, and where are you going?
Where we heard the dwarf.
Yeah, the
Okay.
both of these.
was-
Oh, here, let me pull up the map.
Straight east.
He showed us the map, right? We
Yeah, you guys have the map. You guys have the map, yeah. One of you guys can grab that.
Journal.
Yeah, map of Xanathar's lair. You just type it in, it'll pop up.
Yeah. And he was in the
Map.
in the audience chambers, right?
That is what Thorvin told you all.
Right. So Jamise is gonna peek this door, I guess.
Sure. Opening the door and looking inside. Kind of moving up to it, you again hear that kind of distant, kind of indistinct voices. You can't make out the words, just the kind of the tone, distant tone of those dwarves. Weirdly loud, like louder than you should expect, as far as you saw from approaching that smaller chamber where they were. There wasn't any like other passages or anything like that. But opening the door, you see this just massive black tile chamber, plated gold. In plated gold is the the 10 stoked wheel of Xanathar in the floor, along with large statues all around the outside. There's also protruding from the ceiling in the northwestern corridor this large brass like horn style thing from which you can hear the monotone information of the dwarves continuing along. Here,
It's being
say-
broadcasted over the
more or less, yeah, you just hear Mergo is proceeding through, completed his inspection of the prison, and is moving to the entry hall. You also see in the center of the room, which is otherwise empty except for 3 figures, 2 of which are Grell. You guys have recognized the description of these things, the like beaked, tentacled aberrations that seem somewhat related to like the Beholder or Mindflayer family of aberrations, standing between them, staring right at the door that you guys enter in, just expecting you all. The kind of thin, robed figure of the Drow Mage you encountered in the Vault of Dragons kind of looks up towards the horn that's speaking, says loudly, "Oh no, somebody really should talk to Xanathar about the intruders. Oh no, terrible. Whatever shall anybody do?" Kind of gives you guys just like this flat stare and kind of slightly glances over either of his shoulders.
Mora's gonna reach out, touch Katep, and cast protection from evil and good on him.
Is that because he's got his brain got eaten?
No, you kind of see that he's like, or make an insight check. Make an insight check. Kind of get like he's speaking like sarcastically, and like the way he's like indicating the things next to him, you know that these are like guards or like some way like watching him is what Thorfinn suggested. Maybe he's not trying to be, together he's trying to indicate that you guys should deal with these things.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I was.
I think Penny. I think you guys
Hence
would
my
hear Penny
casting on
from
him.
the.
Sorry, go ahead.
You guys might hear Penny from the back go, And then again, in a hushed tone, she doesn't want the girl to hear say, "If we take out the grill, we can turn Nuddle to our side."
Yeah, Alua's gonna like I kind of wrote it just in case. Magic missiles on the ready.
Sure. He kind of gives like this sweeping like bow and says, "Oh, visitors of the great and powerful Xanathar, present yourselves and throw yourselves to his mercy, so that I may take you prisoner." Like he's obviously putting on like the barest hint of a show, like calling for you guys to approach.
Yeah, Katep will definitely get closer.
Oop, sorry, I accidentally closed the door.
These creatures are just kind of like give like this like little growl, but don't do anything as of yet.
Like I said, Alua will have magic missiles like at the ready. So.
Oh, and I will have picked aberrations, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, Chimisa's gonna have like his like weapon like not drawn, but like ready as like to look like we're like handing ourselves in, but then is gonna like ready to spring the trap or whatever.
Sure. He kind of continues along. I'm gonna take this one. Need to make a performance check.
A group performance check?
No. Specifically the wizards.
Oh, okay.
To see how well.
Yep. My favorite enemy is aberrations, by the way.
Yep. Yeah, and at this point, Zeke's like, "Come, prostrate yourselves around his mighty symbol, so that you may feel the wrath of." It's like awful. And at one point, one of these creatures behind gives like this, like, and begins to lunge forward. And like, all right, I think the ploy is up. Get them.
Yeah. Chimisa like
Everybody
lunge
roll
forward
initiative.
with the scimitar and.
Can Alua do the magic missiles because she was going first, or will?
Are they surprised by this
They're not
paltry
surprised,
performance?
They were,
All right.
but you guys were able to get a little bit in.
There is no active combat encounter.
There we go.
They will have disadvantage on you, Glass. Whole reason I did
Nice.
it. Go have
Sweet.
fun. And
Oh,
you
that's
cannot
not-
be charmed or frightened.
Well, I'm going real slow.
Nice.
It's attack rolls, and you have. Oh wait, no.
No, just has advantage on being charmed or frightened.
All right.
Given I know your wisdom isn't all that great.
Ooh, those growl did not get good. Shockingly, that Chimista goes first, you guys.
Yeah.
I went first last time, damn it.
I said I did actually roll quite poorly. Yeah, Chimisa just goes flying in and takes a stab at this one.
Sure. I'll say that he counts as well. Yeah, I'll say that he counts as an ally for the moment.
It's a creature that's hostile to it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
I believe.
You know what? I'm going to.
Let me double check.
Make a
you don't need to roll advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
I'm gonna say. I'll allow. Yeah. They don't necessarily know that he's an enemy. They're not smart. They just think you guys are the enemies. But I'll allow the sneak attack here. If it hits.
15.
15 does it.
Aha! So, damage is 8. Sneak attack. Woohoo! For 12. And then Whales of the Grave for 6 to the other one.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so he just goes in, lunging forward with the scimitar, gets a strike, and then you guys see the which you've guys seen now, I guess, a couple times, the black necrotic energy just jump to the other one. And I will make a second attack to tickle it with my short sword.
Once again, not very high ACs on these things.
Yeah. Another 6 damage. So 26 to the first one and 6 to the other one.
open up a pretty good gash on this guy.
And that's my turn. Doesn't look like I can. Oh,
There
now I
it
can
is.
end my turn.
Right.
Yeah, he's going to. Oh man, he's a drow. Yeah, nah. He's just gonna disengage. It's his action. Gonna scuttle past the group slightly. And that's all he's gonna do.
Did you get an opportunity attack on him?
He's disengaging. This is his action.
Was not. Okay, gotcha.
But he kind of turns around after he stumbles forward, kind of very ungainly, and begins to to pull out a wand, as if he is going to participate now that he's away from these creatures.
All right.
Nalua, you're up.
All right. Alua is going to target this guy with all the magic missiles.
Sure.
Wait, let me just double check the level. Yeah, first level. 13.
Bippity boppity.
Cool. Ouch. And Justin. Oh, damn it! I should have done that first. No, she would have it. Have her rapier on the ready. That's it.
Okay. Penny.
I need it. Okay. Yeah. Penny and her shadow look at each other, give each other a nod, and move forward.
You do hear kind of a whisper. Wait, who are you? In Drow. You pass by with a distracted surprise.
He gives her a wink. She gives him a wink.
Just very suspiciously, he's threatened by your presence. Clearly.
That's right.
Yeah. I would say she kind of expects him to be. And okay, so hold on. Move there. Actually, hold on. No. Yeah. Penny and her shadow give each other a nod, and the shadow charges forward up here. 25, that's 30. Next to Chamista. And then Chamista will hear on your left, and then the shadow will shimmer, and Penny will swap positions with it, which will use 15 of her movement.
Yep.
And she will use the rest of her movement to come over here for advantage.
Oh, or Captain America. That's dope.
Captain P.
20?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Once again, I
Got
go right before the enemy, so sapping sting is fucking pointless.
You can always hold your thing till after their turn. If you want to.
True.
That's
Nice.
At least you're smart.
8 plus 12 for 20 damage.
Nice.
Use a bonus 2. I used pretty much all my movement.
Yeah, that one's pretty fucked up at this point. That top one.
Where's the... There it is. Okay.
Yeah, no, I think that's what I'm gonna do for the one that isn't in range. The minute it goes to move, I'm gonna move myself.
Now, these creatures are floating off the ground somewhat. Their tentacles kind of barely touch the floor.
How big are Grill again?
They're medium creatures, so I think all told they're about as tall as a humanoid is. However, most of their mass is just the large brain.
I have the
life
image
thing.
of one of those inflatable beach volleyballs.
Yeah,
that size.
with a beak on it and a bunch of really long tentacles.
Yeah, maybe a foot and a half, 2 feet in diameter, maybe.
If magic would I know if magic is holding it aloft? Or if it just naturally floats that way?
It seems to just naturally float as far as
because if magic isn't holding it up, then it will fall prone. It will fall the feet. So I'm going to hold sapping sting for when that thing moves towards.
I'm gonna say, go ahead and just give me a quick intelligence check on this.
Of course.
Okay. Alright, holding sapping sting for
When it moves towards. Well, when it moves. She doesn't
When it
think it has
starts to
reach.
move?
Yeah, when it starts moving towards anything.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
All right. They are up now. The grell that's between Chamista and Penny is gonna go for Chamista. Is going to try to snap its beak at Chamista for an 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
Yeah, it's an 11.
Oh,
Uh,
real quick, sorry. When my turn ended, I was more than 30 away from my echo, so it just like sinks back into the floor and disappears.
all right.
Sorry, I cut you off. But
No problem, no problem. It's going to try to wrap up. I guess it really should have tried to do this first. Oh, well, my bad. It's going to try to wrap you up with its tentacles.
Okay. Is that another attack?
It is a 7 on its other attack.
It misses.
Super misses, yeah. Yeah, they have multi-attack. Yeah, so that one doesn't do shit. This one's going to... I think this one's going to try to chase down the wizard. So once it moves, Sapping Sting executes. Natural 16 plus 1.
Yeah, fuck off.
Oh,
And it begins to push
brutal.
forward and just kind of pushes through the energies, but will move past you, Chamista, if you want to take an opportunity attack back at
hold
it.
on.
Oh, go ahead.
I have reach as well, so he provokes me, and if I hit him, I'll reduce his speed to 0.
Ooh, you have Sentinel.
Yeah. All right. That will be at this point. So you can go ahead and do it first as it's trying to push past Chamista. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it.
Does that mean I technically don't even? Yeah, I don't even get my attack either.
You don't,
That's
and then
okay.
it goes for you.
Ah, fuck.
Sorry,
That's
buddy. I thought about
That's
that
right.
after I brought it up.
That's all right. I still have my
You-
uncanny dodge, so
You have a fair bit higher AC than the wizard, probably.
that's true. That's true. I would rather go after.
I don't know. Our wizard is wearing dragon scale mail.
This one is not.
Oh,
Right,
that
but
was-
yeah,
The
yeah.
dragon wizard, yeah.
Drow don't have
tentacles-
my protection.
Tentacles first this time.
All right.
17.
That is my AC.
All right. So I need you to D10.
My reaction would be gone anyway, buddy. Sorry.
That's
So,
right.
6 points of piercing damage. Need you to
Okay.
succeed on a Constitution saving throw for DC 11. It's against poison if you have.
6 points of piercing damage.
Yes, 6 points of
Okay.
piercing.
He's not a
Um,
dwarf. There's no advantage. He just has resistance.
Do you not have
Um,
resistance advantage?
I do have damage resistance to poison.
Okay, if you,
Right,
and it's
don't
not
there's no
advantage.
advantage.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You know, let me double check the feat. Infernal Constitution. I have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
My bad.
So with advantage, because it is against the poison. Those tentacles are kind of wrapping around. You see these little stingers kind of piercing into you here and there. Oh no!
Oh my god.
Yeah. So you kind of get wrapped.
One.
So you get wrapped up into these tentacles and feel this like pulse of poison jettison through you. And as the poison kind of flows through your body, you feel your limbs locking up as you're grappled by the creature, and you are paralyzed.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
Do I do my DM's inspiration here?
I'll allow it. You can reroll. You can get one. Like you can reroll one of them.
But we have the tap coming up next.
No, I'm not going to use it here.
Okay. So you are grappled and restrained, and while you're poisoned, you are paralyzed. And then it's going to try to bite you with its beak.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Back up.
Rolls. The last roll I realized was actually an 18 because it rolled one lower, but it's plus 4. 13 plus 4 is a 17 to hit.
Oh no! That hits me.
Double check,
And
yeah.
paralyzed means it's an auto crit. Yes.
It is.
Auto crit.
Not
I
a
should
lot.
have used it.
Not a lot of damage on this beak, though. 2d.
That's all right. You'll go again before they go again. So I mean, worst comes to worst, you manage to do that again. You can use it.
So it rolled 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 8 is 15 points of damage.
Aren't crits maxed in our
Yeah,
version?
it did. It rolled a 1, a 4, so 5 plus 2, 7, then plus 8.
Oh, I see, okay. Sorry, so 17 damage?
15.
15 damage, okay. All right. I'm sweating a little, but I'm still alive.
That's right. You hear Gnarl go,
I can't even actually, and I'm paralyzed, so I can't even use my reaction, right?
Correct.
Oh, brutal.
All right. So, step number 1, I'm going to use 15 feet of movement to run up here.
Okay.
And can I use my first attack to shove the creature back this way so it's no longer grappling and restraining Jamista?
Let me. Well, that. I don't know that that'll break
So-
the grapple.
So, an
I
effect
think
that forcibly... Well, it depends on how long the range of the tentacle is. Because if a creature gets forcibly moved outside of its normal reach while grappling, the grapple is broken.
Gotcha. I'll say that you're not entirely sure. Like, they're somewhat long tentacles, but it's only attacked within 5 feet so far. They might reach. I'm not sure.
He doesn't know about these creatures. He's just trying to give Chamista some space with his first attack.
Okay.
And if it
So-
don't work, I'll make him wish he had.
Acrobatics and athletics are the same. Rolled a 21.
Whoa.
Wow, all right.
Okay.
It was locked in place.
Yeah. So he gets up there, tries to shield bash it away. It sees that it's got a really good grip on Jamista, and then kind of just pivots around with the sword and takes a swing for the brain mass.
Sure.
I love the confusion.
Take it like a
that
pig.
part?
Oh my
Nope.
god.
No. Not gonna do it. Too afraid to hit Chamista and all the bundle of nonsense. The attack misses. Chamista, you're up. At the end of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw. It's advantage.
And add 3, because Katep's beside you now.
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, yeah.
No, I'll do it. So you kind of come to moments after the beak buries into your neck. You are still grappled and restrained by the creature, but you are no longer paralyzed.
So that means I'm taking stuff at disadvantage?
Attack, yeah.
Any attacks this saving throw happens at the end of your turn, so you don't have anything to do this turn.
Okay.
But hits aren't auto crits against you.
That's the important part.
Right.
Okay, so that's my turn then.
Okay, brings us to the wizard. Oh fuck, what's the wizard gonna do? Double check it.
No, Zibby.
Fireball.
I think I'm the only wizard in the world that doesn't keep that prepared at all times.
There is a reason that Penny maneuvered to put the wizard in front of her. So he's not behind her.
He's gonna go, shit. Kind of cursing in Drow, so those of you who speak Elven can get the gist of it. There's like a different, inflections, slightly different language. He's going to move down here, point his wand to cast a fucking lightning bolt through these two guys.
You know, I almost jokingly said, wow, he got lightning bolt 1,000 feet long.
Actually, he knows about these creatures and is not going to cast lightning bolt at them.
Because they have resistance to
Because
lightning.
they have immunity to lightning.
Oh.
Oh, well, good thing I don't carry attack spells. That would
Shit.
suck.
It does. Oh, he has such a fucking shitty spell list. He'll cast Witch Bolt on one of these.
That's
Isn't
still
that
lightning,
lightning
isn't
damage?
Fuck! Never mind. He's not going to cast Witch Bolt. Thank you. Wow. He fucking sucks against these guys. He's going to cast Ray of Frost against the
There we
one
go.
holding.
That's something.
Max damage.
We should compare notes sometimes. You have good spells. No, I'm not letting a drow touch my book. Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay, that's not the one that does too. Yeah, just checking which one of these is more damage. Okay, he'll poison spray him, because that's more damage. There we
Look it
go.
up.
Isn't that a cone?
No,
Yeah,
it's
got Chamista with
it's just a little... It's close range, though.
It's like a 10-foot range, though.
Yeah, 10-foot range, so he's within 10 feet. So Constitution saving throw against a spell DC, which is probably terrible because NPCs have terrible save DCs all the time. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I can just link it.
14.
14. Natural 1.
Hey.
Of course. You can't roll that on my con saves, but your own.
Wait, how does this Drow Mage have the same spell DC as Katab?
Right. NPCs are just terrible. Like, I don't understand a lot of the time. Usually because, hey, players are badasses, I guess is what it comes down to. 2d12 damage, 7 and a 5 for 12.
Heroes, mate.
12 points of damage to it. And he goes, I tried. Lulu, you're up. And as he's backing up, he's like, don't hit them with lightning. They just absorb a bit.
Lulu looks over and says, I know.
I know.
Ask the lightning bolt.
Surface. Lightning lure.
No. You mean the hunger of Hadar and then walk in herself.
Yeah, on Teresa.
Teresa, Penny, and Content.
Or you can
I didn't learn my lesson. Let's make them learn my lesson.
you could walk up and use the arms of Hadar and just give us all a big hug.
There you go.
Right? No, she'll do Tasha's caustic brew, which is for
Okay.
acid.
That's a line, isn't it?
You're
It's
like
a
some like inner black dragon, Ellie.
Yes. I took the test. I know
Just
what I am.
acid all the time.
Yeah, you can get some really freaking colors out of acid, so it's pretty cool. Okay, so and she aberration, knowing that they are not immune to acid.
Yeah.
What? Okay, yeah.
I have an Alua shield.
Dexterity against both of them, I'm thinking, right?
She's like, I got
So you
you.
think, yeah.
Yes.
I would say this one's the close one. A 15 plus 2. So the first one just succeeds, the other one fails.
Cool.
Half damage, is it?
I think it is half damage. Oh, that is not. That's the wrong screen. Oh my goodness.
No, looks like no damage, but it takes extra damage at the start of its next turn. Oh wait, that's just when it happens? Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the start of each of its turns, it
Yeah,
will
each
keep
of its
taking this
turns.
damage.
Yeah.
Until
6
it washes it off, yeah.
is an action, right? Yeah. So this one's covered
Acid and it can't
Yeah.
wash it off.
in acid. It seems pretty focused on some other things right now, but unfortunately, the one that's hitting Chemise just managed to be like it's like small, and like the blast just kind of pushes past it, kind of gives a little juke in midair from where it's going after your boy. But they both look in rough shape, like they are badly damaged, both of them,
Okay.
even before taking the damage on their turn.
She'll hang out in front of her very hurt best friend.
Okay.
Just,
Aw.
like look over at Mr. Lightning.
Yeah, Gnarl's not hurt any.
No, I know he's not. She's just clocking him and be like, "See, magic use of rivalry." Is she done?
My cantrip did more damage.
Roll the eyes.
Alright, Penny, you're up.
All right. So I don't know, the way Penny moves, like she's quite good at this. She moves this way and she does enjoy battle, and so she's got a smile on her face. And Katep, like he's still restrained and stuff, or not Katep, Chamista.
Yeah.
And so she's playfully quipping to him like, "Come on, Surface Dweller, pretend like you've done this before." Right? And then she'll use her bonus action to summon her shadow up out of Chamista's shadow,
Okay.
and it like pops up beside him.
Just to make sure it's fully clear, it's the left one that is grappling.
This one's grappling, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah. I'm just putting the shadow here so she gets advantage on this guy for her shadow. So I'm gonna when bonus action, pull the shadow up, and then she'll use the attack action.
Yep.
And she'll have her shadow do the first attack from behind on this girl with advantage.
Nice.
Ooh.
15 hits.
Yes, nice.
Ooh, yes.
Or 11.
Double check that 15 hits. I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah. 11 is just not quite enough. But it is covered in acid, and it looks very badly hurt.
No, that was
barely alive.
Damage.
11 damage. It's still coated in acid, which it'll take at the start of its turn. And it is barely alive. It looks like the acid is devouring it at this point.
And then move here. I think this guy gets an opportunity.
It will try to attack with its beak, which is a 5-foot range. No.
I give up.
Natural 4.
And that halberd is just swinging, and she's going to use Katep now for advantage.
Ooh.
With a crit.
Let me double check if a crit hits.
Oh. Yeah, me for a sec going, what?
Yeah, how do you wanna finish this one that's grappling and trying to devour Chamista? How do you wanna finish it off?
Because she had already been quipping to Chamista, and she vanishes from the spot she was before, and this grill is looming over him, and her halberd just boom, hits it from behind and drives it down into the ground, and its tentacles wither away and let him go, twitching away.
Yeah, a few of the little stingers pull out, just fuck, kind of thing. But
Chamisa shimmies to get the tentacles off him that they drop to the ground.
Yeah. And then just gonna move here.
Okay.
And then that's the end of my turn.
Moira, you're up.
I mean, you're probably gonna end it anyway, but I'm just gonna try and chilling touch the damn thing.
Sure. Is that a you attack or a move save?
It's a me attack.
Yeah, you know what?
Hey.
That'll do. Technically, you could. Okay, you didn't. You had 3 hit points left.
Oh.
2 hit points. Never mind. You couldn't have failed.
Technically, Penny doesn't get temp HP.
Mora does because she's actually getting the kill. Oh wait, you both do. You both do. If
Yeah.
Lua
So
had
it's a
her thing.
D8, right?
Yeah.
The lantern?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. You both. You, Penny, and Mora both get a D8.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yep. She never put it away, actually, not thinking about it.
Nice.
Honestly, it just blends in with it. It adds to the well lit thing. It's not giving you away because the entire place is lit up. All right, so yeah, you guys finish off Chamista. You feel like the gash where the creature buried its fucking beak into your neck. But they're done. They're over. Nara kind of looks around quickly and says, "Off in the you hear the monotone of the dwarves coming through that cone. It seems as if Gnarl has betrayed Xanathar. Somebody should alert Amerigo. Please advise."
Clean up on aisle 5, please. Clean up on aisle 5.
And Gnarl does kind of look that way. Shit. They're idiots.
Yeah. Okay, I think Penny doesn't let it settle in too quickly. She's on Gnarl, and she speaks to him in Undercommon. Sorry, let me pull up my note. I had the name and now I lost it. Yeah.
Sure.
Uh,
Backs up a step or two.
Gnarl. House of Reindeer, we're moving to take over Skullport. It's time for you to join the right side. And she's quite big, and she's got her shadow behind him. Can I make an intimidation check?
Yeah, absolutely.
I kind of cow him.
I'm gonna give him a. Let's see here. Trying to think if I'm gonna make this against his insight. I'm gonna give him advantage because he knows something. He's probably won't succeed. In fact, yeah, he can't really succeed. So yeah, he fucking rolled a 17 and an 18, plus 1 is 19. So he still succeed. And he kind of begins to like give like this little sneer, but like looking over the shoulder at the shadow, he kind of cowers a bit. Like he kind of been in the process of pointing his wand, like just defensively, but it kind of like pulls his arm a bit meekly and goes, taking over, do you say? How can you do that when your prince has been captured, huh? And I think that might actually be a good tense moment to end the session on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the very subtle motion of Penny's eyebrow kind of quirking.
This is the player asking, did he say prince or princess?
Prince, that's what he said.
Yeah, so I was wondering
Your
too.
prince has been captured. Ooh.
Not that we know this, because I don't think anyone here's.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, was that in Drow?
It was an undercommon, yes.
In an undercommon, yeah.
Do I don't understand that, right?
I
know I don't.
Where's Morris when you need him?
Right?
It's not infernal.
No. Yeah, you guys just
I
hear
speak
this,
Dwarven and Elvish, that's it.
like this like harsh, kind of Elvish derived, but not Elvish language. As he kind of cowers a little bit, and he gives a reaction, and we will pick up from there next week.
Woot woot.
You guys,
Ready? We have Wizard acquired.
Wizard acquired.
We found one of the like 7 people we came here looking for.
Hey, no, this is 2 of 7.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We did
Because we found Thorvin eventually.
Yeah, we found 2 of 7. We just now have to add the captain to it and get Orin out and all of this other shit.
And explosion.
Yeah, and make
And
a big boom.
boom, as they said.
Yeah, that's a solid plan.
Step 5, profit?
Solid.
Any way that kills Xanathar without us having to actually fight him.
Agreed.
combat.
Or at very
say,
least
this is-
stops him for a little while till they clear out the rubble.
So if
Till
that
till
door
we
had
get to a couple higher
opened,
levels.
if that door had opened and we were just staring a beholder in the face, that would have been real bad.
Yeah, that would have been...
You
Alex,
rolled
I'm
like
seeing you
5
freaking out.
nat
I,
20s
like,
tonight,
right?
Chamista. Just saying.
Like,
I rolled
I was doing my best. I'm like, I can't just like tell them. Like they have to get a skill check or something. It's gonna be hard too. It's through a fucking stone door.
Nat 20.
Yep. I just nat won my stealth roll, which is just
The
like...
minute you said Silgar, I was like, no.
Probably wouldn't have provided that without a nat 20. You just made it be like deep speech or something. Like you hear deep speech on the other side.
Wow.
Christ.
Yeah, we had a lot of nat 20s this game.
Nat
We
20s
had a lot of
is
nat 1s.
Very key nat 1 too. Yeah.
I think we had 3 crits in fights.
I had 2 crits myself.
Yeah, 2 crits, and I think
Yeah.
I had one.
Cat crit. Yeah.
Yeah, against the Minotaur.
Yeah. Fucking annihilated you almost.
Dude, that hurt. I was just sitting there like, I have a vague idea what Minotaur skeletons can do. I sure hope it doesn't crit me.
Yeah, it rolled. Its first 3 rolls were 17, 17, 19. And then
Crazy.
Let's close
Yeah.
this out.
Let
Let's
people
close
go.
this out. If people go sleep, thank you for those who have stayed up and
Uh-huh.
played around with the stickers. That was fun to watch. So
Yeah.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Very near disaster.
That's apparently just how we roll this.
How you guys roll? Yeah. All right. Well, we will catch everybody next week. Then be off the week after that.
yep. So our last game of
Thanksgiving.
November for Waterdeep Dragon Heist is next week, the 19th. of November. That's the last one for Dragon Heist of the month. And then the depending on how you guys are for next week, for 2 weeks on the 23rd, we could either have a a Odyssey, or we can wait until the 30th. So we will discuss. But yeah, that's our dates for right now.
Sweet. Very
Sounds
cool.
good.
All
All
right.
right, catch everyone next time.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.